Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome you back to our Basking in Glory Crusader Kings 3 live streamed Let's Play. It has been a minute, of course. We had to skip the previous session, but we're back now, and I'm going to mention it right off the bat, and I'll mention it again later on in this episode as well, sometime in the middle, sometime in the end. But we skipped last episode, yes. We have today's episode, yes. And we will be skipping next episode as well. So next week, Monday, there will not be a Crusader Kings 3 stream. Some of you might remember why, but I don't expect anyone to remember why. Of course, I'm not that much of an egomaniac. But folks, this coming Sunday, the 2nd of October, I am getting married. And if I am capable of streaming the Monday after my wedding, I've done something wrong, right? It means I haven't partied hard enough. I have zero intention of being awake at the time necessary, cogent enough, however you want to term it. But I don't think I'll be streaming next week, Monday, folks. I hope you understand. But of course, after that, we're back on schedule, back on track. Everything will be back to normal pretty much right away, because we are not honeymooning. As many of you have asked, actually, we're not honeymooning this year. Now, this time of year is not necessarily the best time to go around to various places for a variety of reasons, from weather to just like, hey, it's Q4, work gets super hard. But our plans are better aligned for honeymooning early next year, or middle-ish of next year. We've got plans. They're the ideal plans that we want to pursue. So don't worry, it's not like we're dropping what our first plans would have been. No, this is very much what we wanted to do. So that's all working out, but we're not honeymooning immediately afterwards. For those of you that were wondering, like, oh, you know, is the channel going to be dead for the entirety of October? No. With that said, though, my parents are in the city now. I haven't seen them in a very long time. Of course, now I've seen them a few times in quick succession, but I haven't seen them in a very long time, and they'll be leaving in early November. So there will still be a bit of a bumpy schedule here and there every once in a while as I spend more time with them before they depart. So that's something to keep a heads up on. But of course, those are more like, you know, fine-tune adjustments to the schedule here and there, very rarely, if even ever. Like these last couple of weeks, despite wedding planning going at full speed and my parents being here, we've stuck to our schedule for all of our videos and almost all of our streams, of course, except for last week's Crusader Kings. So might be some adjustments, but for that, of course, folks, as always, follow me on Twitter, join us on Discord. I will be updating any last-minute scheduling, adjustments on both of those platforms. And if anything major comes up, of course, I will be posting it on YouTube's community page as well. Anyway, gonna sort of set that aside, a bit of an introductory statement there. I apologize for how long that perhaps was, but I'm obviously A, excited to share, and B, I want to give you guys a heads up that there won't be a session next week, and why. I believe it's only nice to justify or explain, I suppose, when there's a sudden shift like that, and it's been pretty consistent for the last couple weeks, so wanted to share. But with that done, of course, a warm welcome to all of y'all in chat. Right off the bat over here, we got Perry Pike, we got Masahib Bhatti, we've got Suspect333, first time in stream. Well, I'm glad you can make it, buddy. Hope you have a good time watching live. Hope you've been enjoying the VOD so far. Seamus, a good morning, afternoon, evening to you as well. Hope you're keeping well, bud. Hope you enjoyed your weekend, and hope you're having a nice start to your Monday, too. Tamas Isvan Cortvelez, I hope I pronounced that even remotely correctly, but feel free to correct me if I got it wrong. Thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying my introductory ramble so far. Again, I keep it going for just a little bit. It allows folks to filter in, grab your popcorn and your drinks or whatever it might be as you settle down. But back to it. Timeless Chronicles 2, how's it going, buddy? John Ludlow. We got Patrick, V for Vasconia, V for victory for our Basque Kings. Indeed, we've been doing pretty well. I'm very excited to dive back into it. Liz Per, here we go indeed. Wickles, how goes? Aninda Day, finally catching a stream live after so many episodes. I'm glad you can make it, bud. Hope you're having a good day so far. Hope it gets even better as the episode continues. Sir William, how goes? Ren, how fares? We have with us as well MJ Din. Took me a long time deciding to buy this game, but just the other day I finally decided to purchase it, and so far I am loving it. Yeah, once you get into this game, it is hard to let go of it. I find, at least. That's maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Wickles, yes, I will very much enjoy it. Don't worry, I will not be streaming that Monday after. There's a negative 100% chance of me streaming the Monday after the wedding. Like, it's just definitely not going to be happening. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Keith Hinder, how goes? How goes? Classified, glad you can make it, buddy. Hope all has been well. Glad you could join in today. Cleo Pluck, good morning to you as well. Damn right, I'm in today. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Tarun Kumar, how fares? And Madame Mimikyu, hello, hello. A warm welcome as well, of course, to everyone who is not in chat. Thank you for joining in, and of course, a very warm welcome as well to the people watching the VODs. With that all said and done, let us hit that continue button and see where we are. Right, of course, as the main menu over here reveals, or reminds us, I suppose I could say, our lovely wife passed away last session. We didn't seem to care, as in, by that I mean, King Javier the Pagan didn't seem to care. He was very, I guess it was relatively loveless, but I thought she was our soulmate. I thought we were actually getting along quite well. I was very saddened to see her go, obviously. She has given us many good children, and that includes our... Actually, I don't think that includes our heir. You know what? Hang on a second. Yeah, because Krakow was our latest queen. It was a powerful alliance. She did give us some kids, though, did she not? Krakow? Oh, just the one child. Really? You know what? Huh. That's actually a bit of a surprise. She was she was a fairly integral part of our realm's capabilities, though. I guess that was the bigger aspect. She helped us tremendously with a bunch of our schemes and things like that. And I guess to me that translated to like just helping the realm in as many ways as one can help the realm, and one of those ways tends to be children with which to broker alliances and stuff. But no, I guess it was primarily her help with like the Italian job and good things like that. Either way, she will be missed by myself, and based on the reaction from chat last session, by everybody in chat as well, she was a wonderful wife. She did accomplish a lot with us. We accomplished a lot with her, but unfortunately, her time has come. We're also 59. We're getting up there. Our health is poor, unfortunately. Despite all those positive adjustments, our health is poor. We are currently working, though, towards whole of body. Now, here's the thing. I'm actually torn. As much as I would love to extend my life as much as possible, and as much as I feel like that is in character for someone who's made so much progress, he'd want to keep going as far as he can. So there's all that. So I will be pursuing whole of body still. But part of me does wish that the King Deceiver becomes king sooner rather than later. Remember, he is our genius child who is actually our heir. Now we disinherited our original heir, and he is married to the Queen of Italy. Their children, their first child, Prince Fortune, will actually inherit in due time all of the lands that we've acquired, our Kingdom of Vasconia, as well as the Kingdom of Italy. If memory serves me correctly, yeah, there's implicit claims to both of them, and the County of Lombardia as well, apparently, but that's whatever, marginal by comparison. So I'm kind of excited to get there, but we'll let nature take its course, obviously. We'll let nature take its course. We are in the middle of a massive uprising, if memory serves me correctly. There is a Liberty War, I believe. Do I have two Liberty Wars? No, I don't have two Liberty Wars. This is my Liberty War against who? Right, the County of Sobrarbe. He's the leader, of course. His father before him was a huge pain in my backside, just constantly trying to claim the throne and fight for it and all that good stuff. But we've pushed them back. There was a bit of a struggle here and there. But I think we've got the upper hand now. Our allies have arrived, and we should be okay. It's a pretty large uprising, though, truth be told. And then there's this uprising as well, which is actually happening over at Italy. I don't think they... Ooh, actually, no, they might need our help. Because the enemy altogether, with allies included, are 3,600 strong, whereas our side is only about 6,000 strong. So you know what? As soon as we finish the Liberty War in the Iberian Peninsula, we'll make our way over to help the Italians out, to help our son and I guess our daughter-in-law to be more, let's say, honorably stated. We'll go and help them out. Financially, we're looking amazing, by the way. Like 750. I remembered this like this morning when I woke up. I was like, don't we have a lot of money? We do. And I do really want to spend it on getting ourselves some temples done. Are we done our fascination? We are. Oh my goodness. Are we truly? We're done. We got city planning. Oh wow. I didn't remember that, folks. I didn't remember that. And if you want to see cultural traits, I'll have these open momentarily. Visigothic codes, by the way, has come in very handy, very early on, getting that high partition succession law going on. We've used ritualized friendship quite a bit as well, so this has been a very efficient culture to work with. But hang on a second, we have city planning done. That is very exciting, because for the longest time, for like 4 or 5 sessions now, I've been saying how I would very much like to build a temple, and so I wonder if we don't build one. Where were we going to build it? I forget now. Somewhere in Zaragoza. I'm just not sure exactly where we'll put it down, but I'm finally able to... Oh, of course, it's occupied right now, so I can't show you. Let me find just any spot with an empty holding. Sure, you. I am now finally able to build a temple. I may not hold it personally, of course. I know that. I can't hold it, but I can still build it, and building it will increase Erazarak's fervor just by 1, but it gives us a lot of piety as well, which we're not hurting for, but it's kind of cool. We brought back the old faith, and now it's time to bring back like a place of worship for the old faith, so I feel like it's very thematically appropriate. It is, of course, extremely expensive, and it takes a fair bit of time as well, but I think we'll definitely do that. Now the question is where we end up doing it. I think it would have to be somewhere in the Duchy of Zaragoza, right? That's our capital duchy. The duchy technically doesn't exist yet, and I suppose we could perhaps do that, and that way we'll have some more de jure control over these vassals of ours. But I would put it somewhere in our capital, I think. Now, if you guys have any thoughts of where exactly to put that temple, let me know. And when the time comes to make that decision, we'll make it together. Let's take a look at our current situation over here. We do have some prisoners that we can ransom. Are any of you important to the war effort? No. And we haven't been involved in this one, so definitely not. How much can we ransom them for? 30 gold? Who are you? You have any value? Mayor Abdul Hassam. Nope. Go ahead and ransom you off. Count Hussein. Can't afford the full ransom, so you stay in jail for now. Madok Hussein. Yeah, sure. Oh, just a child. Yeah, ransom you. I'll take the money, thank you. Like, this is how you get real rich, isn't it? Wars upon wars. And truth be told, our steward has been amazing. Our steward has been fantastic. They must have made like 400 gold for us through random events, like just entirely alone. So they've been great. We also, of course, can demand payments based on our perks, but I don't think anybody has all the money they... Yeah, we'll leave these be for now. Set them aside for desperate times, right? Because these are most certainly not desperate times. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Thank you. I can vassalize Count Sunye. Count Sunye. Oh, he's willing to be vassalized? Oh, okay, fair enough. Low feudal obligations, I suppose you'll accept. Again, remember, we've been working towards vassalizing various other counts and dukes in the area. I see no reason why we shouldn't offer this one right now. I've never seen this notification, actually. Probably because I rarely ever open the current situation thing up. Get rid of this, thank you. Artifacts have low durability. Do they actually? Oh, I guess kind of. Sure, let's go ahead and repair you. No, don't make it a pedestal item. 38 gold, short, repair you. Thank you very much. And the Inigia House banner. What is your history? When did I get this thing? Claimed by House de Vasconia, claimed by House Inigia, created by an unknown benefactor for King Garcia Enriquez at Pamplona. I mean, sure, we'll keep it up and running. Go ahead and repair you. 38 gold is not that much. It'll last 100 years. We still have plenty of money left over, right? Plenty of money left over. Just taking a look at chat here real quick. Wasn't a huge ramble there. Attila, how's it going? I'm glad the tutorial videos were helpful. If you ever have any questions, feel free to ask away either here or, of course, in the Discord as well. But I'm glad to hear they were helpful, and glad to see you here, bud. Esteban, glad you can make it, buddy. Hope you had a beautiful weekend behind you. Taran, will you have to build a new throne for the future queen? I don't think that would be necessary. Oh, that does remind me, though. That does remind me, and for those of you that may not remember, we do have ourselves a new throne. We got one glorious throne made here. King Javier's throne, extra prestige, extra vassal tax contribution, which is wild, and of course the court grandeur bonus as well. So that was rather wonderful. I don't think you can replace the queen's throne. I don't actually know, to be perfectly honest with you. I can't remember, but I don't think that would be necessary. I don't know if we'll get a new queen, actually. Kind of a little heartbroken, I'll be honest. What do you guys think? I mean, maybe we'll marry for traits, for capabilities, right? Maybe. Perry Pike, I'm with you there, buddy. Love Crusader Kings 3. Love Crusader Kings since I first touched Crusader Kings 2. And Seamus says, I forgot so much of last session. Just remember we were about to name our throne. And I meant to research a Vasconian folktale to find a matriarchal name to fit our wife's dedication. Ooh, clever, clever. You know what? I actually forgot about naming our throne as well. It's having a week gap, and that too a chaotic week. It's been super busy. That slipped my mind as well. So thank you for the reminder. I need to flip through the comments of the previous episode as well. Maybe we'll name our throne. Oh God, it'll be another week gap, won't it? We'll definitely name our throne though. Maybe when we're on our deathbed, we'll give it one final our final farewell, I suppose. Esteban suggests a high control, high development location for the temple. That would make sense. Yeah, like we'll see. We'll take a look after these wars are done, perhaps. And Seamus, city planning has been a long time coming. Opens up so many options. Securing the faith first is a great idea. Suits our dynastic storyline really well. Yeah, I think so. I think the temple is a good first call for sure. Yeah, we'll find a place for sure. I'm just not sure. I want to make sure that it's close to our capital if possible, though I guess that's not the highest priority, because again, sometimes it's a symbolic gesture over a functional one, right? Even from an RP perspective. And Attila, I was sad to find out today I couldn't make my cheating wife kill her bastard child even with a strong hook. Yeah, you need to be sadistic. Or, oh, you mean invite her as an agent, you mean? And she just wasn't willing to kill her own kid? Yeah, you know, that kind of adds up. That kind of makes sense, I would say. I suppose it doesn't hurt to get ourselves a new vassal, even though we're in the middle of a war. They will accept. And I don't want this opinion of us or anything to drop, or our military strength to drop by too much. It's only a marginal degree of acceptance. And I'm fine with low feudal obligations. Like, our vassals are doing very well for us. Our monthly income right now is reduced only because we are in the middle of a war and all of our troops are raised, and many of them are being, reinforced and all that good stuff. So we'll be fine with low feudal obligations. Let's go ahead and get this extra bit of territory over here. It's not too much, but I will offer vassalage to Count Sunier the Kind of Olmedo. Go for it. And who do we work on next? Who are we working on right now? That's Count Sunier. We've been trying to sway them. Well, we've been swaying them for a while, and that's why they're willing to join us here, I suppose. We can abandon that scheme now. They like us nicely enough, so we can abandon that and find somebody else to target. Somebody who'd be willing to join us. And it looks like Sheikh Abu Bakr here would be down if we improve our relations a little bit, perhaps. Military strength is good. Not the rightful liege. Yeah, fair enough. Different faith is going to hurt a fair bit. Opinion is already helping by a little bit, but I don't know if it'll help by another 30. Yo, my court grandeur is awesome. Plus 33, eh? That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, what about up over here? Would you be willing to join? Negative 167. That means war's coming up there. What about you down here? Did I already check you? Negative. I did, didn't I? Oh, these guys are split in twain. Okay, I see. Yilikia, you I can probably not even offer because they're a kingdom. Over here we have another duchy. Again, they're too far away. Negative 500 from distance. Negative 120 from faith. Okay, there's no point even trying to offer it to these guys. And over here, yeah, same thing over here. Again, even if you get rid of the malice from realm distance, that's huge, right? Negative 250, that leaves us with 45. Yeah, I don't think we can... If we can't make up this gap, we can't make up that gap, right? So let's try and make up this gap. We'll go ahead and sway you. 77% chance of success. Start the scheme. 11 months is not too bad. And Al-Andalus, what's our situation here? Do we have a truce with you still? We do. Yes, we do. Remember, we had a huge war over here to conquer a big slab of territory. And I just want to set up for an upcoming war over here as well. When we're done up over here with our current rebellions and stuff, I just want to find... like a nice duchy or something we could hit, you know? If we had a good claimant for something at a decent level where we could acquire a decent bit of territory. Duchy of Cordoba, no claimants, because the title technically doesn't exist. The Mulliket, I want to hold it myself, right? We're not emperor yet. All right, maybe we have to make progress up against Asturias and stuff first. What's the deal with these guys? Well, of course I can't declare war right now. Didn't we get along? We do not have a casus belli, so I'll need to try and find one. Do you have any duchies or anything I could get a claimant on, or do I have to make claims myself? There's the Duchy of Galicia, and these guys are not our friends either. They used to be our allies. They're not our friends either. Sure, I suppose that gives us a bit of a gap, unfortunately. Can I claim the County of Leon? Because then we can get Galicia and actually have our have a connection, right? Leon, Leon, Leon. You're a county. We do not have a Casus Belli. What is my Realm Priest currently up to? He is... What are you doing? 4 years left for converting faith. Right. I suppose we leave him to that. He's working down over here. We could leave him to that and then try and get a claim on the County of Leon afterwards. Or we could see if there are any claimants that might be interested in coming through. Oh, hey, hello. A few folks, actually, it looks like. Gotta find the best one, right? Dude's got prowess of 17, not too bad. This is a queen. I doubt she'd be willing to come through. What about Munia over here? Nothing special. Nothing special. Nothing special. Nothing special. Decent steward, I suppose. Blanca over here. And we have Fruela here. Quick. An alright steward, alright diplomat. So it's, well, we can't push Blanca's claim, right? So let's leave that. But how about Ponce here? It's a good name. Ponce Alfonses de Cantabria has got a claim on quite a few things, actually, including the Duchy of Galicia, the County of... Oh, my goodness. Oh, you know what? You know what? He's the one. He's the one. Let's invite him to the court. He's willing to come through, so absolutely invite to court. I'm glad I checked now, because he's 46, though. We got to keep an eye on that. He is on the older side, and he only has a daughter. So we got to push claims when he's around. He's a bit on the older side. All right, I'm glad I checked. Glad I checked. That way our Sergina can keep converting faith and stuff like that, right? All right. Real quick, Matthew Carr, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. Folks, if you've been enjoying the Crusader Kings on the channel, don't hesitate to let me know. Hit that like button down below. As always, it does make a very big difference. Just lets me know what people want to keep seeing on the channel, what I should, you know, course correct or make adjustments for. Now, let's go ahead and continue this this war finally. We've got Sobrarbe under siege. Where's our other army? These guys are coming down as well to strike at enemy capitals. Yeah, good refresher there for me. Go ahead and resume. We'll start it a little bit slow, and then we'll pick up the pace as we as all of these events and stuff happen. There's our offer of vassalage being accepted. Excellent. Ponce, is that right, Esteban? As opposed to Ponce? I had a feeling, considering it's a like an Iberian name, the CE sound. I had a feeling, but how could I resist the opportunity to say Ponce? Ponce. Ponce? Is it a soft C or a hard C? Not 100% sure. Now, what is this now? I have arrived in Zaragoza to pay homage to you, glorious king, as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge of a submission alone is evidence enough of my honor. Count Sunye the Kind, our new vassal who just joined us. Sure, show him in at once. Normally, you're expected to bring gifts. Why do you like me less? He liked me quite a bit at first. What makes you hate me? Is it the offensive war? I guess he adopted all of our offensive war penalties, even though he's a new vassal. Well, that's unfortunate. Either way, show him in at once, and hopefully he'll be a little bit happier afterwards. Soft C sound. Okay. Ponce. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Fitting for our political pawns, Seamus. Yeah, good point. Good point. All right. What's happening here? Double entendre. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Count Sunye, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the kingdom. Though the Count has clearly practiced the Basque vows, he mispronounces several sections, humorously changing their meaning and leaving my courtiers stifling titters. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a nice event. That's a nice touch. So clearly, I guess, is Basque even his second language? No, he doesn't speak Basque. You know what? That's a really nice touch. He's come through, he's learned the words, but he obviously doesn't know what he's actually saying. And the game is reflecting that. These little touches just make things come alive so nicely, I think, at least. That's really cool. That's really cool. Anyway, good effort. It is not an easy language. Or do you have any idea what you just said? I don't need to embarrass him. I don't need to insult him. There's no need for that. Yes, I'm arbitrary, but we've been swaying him for so long, it would be very out of character to go from swaying him for like 2 years back to back to all of a sudden making fun of him because, like, why? I mean, yeah, sure, we're arbitrary, and that's explanation enough, but I just don't think that sudden shift necessarily makes sense here. So, good effort, Sunye. It is not an easy language. See, we can be a kind king. Grandeur has gone up. Excellent, excellent. Cool. And hang on, let me just check something here. If I were to... Oh, I can't even check what wars I can declare on King Lope Lopez. Is that right? Even remotely? We can't check because our armies are raised and all that good stuff, but soon enough. Soon enough. Let's go ahead and clear some of these. I don't think I'll forget that I have a war opportunity up over here, right? So we'll be fine. We will be fine. All right, let's go ahead and speed things up a little bit. Got to keep an eye on Italy as well, of course. Again, any damage done to Italy is damage done to our future holdings. So we will, of course, want to be very particular about keeping it okay as well. Oh, negative 19%. It's a liberty war, so it's not the end of the world, even if they succeed. But I would like to, you know, I would like to see my grandson's realm secure a good level of authority for my grandson when he eventually takes the throne there, right? So we got to keep that in mind. I would do over here 6 months. Okay, good stuff. These guys are coming down to this capital. I could have hit some of these armies instead, I suppose. Probably would have been a little bit wiser because we do outnumber them. I'm pretty sure we outclass them as well. Oh, look at all these allies coming through too. So many. 8 months it'll take down over here. What are we looking at? 9, 1500. Ooh. Oh. Dang. That happened a lot more quickly than I would have expected. How did you lose that war so quickly? Did the heir get taken prisoner or something like that? What even happened? What even happened there? I don't. All right, fair enough. Again, it's only the Crown Authority being dropped by 1. There's nothing we could have done there. There's nothing we could have done there, right? Like, I didn't have enough time to make my way over. It's okay. They just have autonomous vassals, hurt the prestige a little bit, and there's a couple of weak hooks on the Queen right now. That makes me a little nervous. I don't know how their vassals feel about the Queen and how they feel about her progeny, but so be it. Got to keep an eye on Italy. If there's an independence war, we have to get there right away. If anyone tries to break off or anything like that, we have to get to their aid immediately. It will be a top priority. Absolutely. Laying Line, how's it going, buddy? Glad you could come through today. Having a good Monday, I hope. Hope you all had wonderful weekends behind you. Hope you're enjoying the coming of fall, or I guess not the coming. It's the being of fall now, isn't it? We're past the, which one is it? Solstice? Equinox? I forget which one it is. I forget which one is which every time. It's been getting really gloomy lately here in Toronto. Sunny day today, but overall it's been, yesterday it was just raining all day. What do we have here? Troubling translation. As I step over the threshold to my champion Humbert's office, I find him bent deeply over a book. This translation of Hippocrates is atrocious, he says with a sigh. If I were to follow these instructions, I'm as likely to cure my patient as I am to kill them outright. Very good. Humbert, our court physician. He is a renowned physician. He would know. He would know. I could ask to have a look myself. I might upset him if I make a fool of myself, or I help him translate the text, in which case it makes him more capable. That's kind of cool. I will buy you a better translation. We have the money for it. Or I should have him look at the sacred stories for guidance. No, I am cynical, so we will not be making that choice. But no, let me have a look. Let me have a look, because what am I thinking here? Yeah, I figure I can translate this, right? I just helped that other guy come through and realize he doesn't know how to speak my language. So yeah, let me have a look. Damn it, I make a fool of myself. Not surprised, not surprised. Keith, you got sick over the weekend? Oh man, sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's not too bad, just like a little feverish, not like super flu or anything like that. Oh god, I didn't mean super flu like super flu. I just meant like, you know, like a bad flu. No. What? God damn it. How did you die? Old age? Simon, my brother-in-law, Herculean chap that he was, dead. Married to a fecundite sister of mine, and yet no progeny. I suppose she was a bit too old when they got married. That is really unfortunate, but I suppose we marry her again. I feel kind of bad for my sister. I think this one in particular, was it? No, okay. I actually, probably. I think I married her when she was a bit on the older side. I can't remember how long they were married for. But I do have a couple of siblings who I've just been marrying and remarrying and remarrying. There's that one giantess as well who we've married multiple times because like just to try and acquire people with high prowess, I think it was. And now we're doing the same thing with Munya over here. Who do we have? Ooh, 38. That is no joke. Got to make sure it's matrilineal. Okay, he's not interested in a matrilineal marriage apparently. Montasir. Prowess of 1. Oh, right. This flipped. Prowess of 1. So maybe that guy would be interested. Yes, Ingolfr is interested. A bit on the older side, but that's not a problem. They're not of childbearing age or anything either. Lustful, brave, ambitious. Good traits. He's a berserker. Legendary blade master. A good warrior for our efforts down here. And speaking of the Norse, Halthor, how's it going, buddy? Perfect timing. Having a beautiful, beautiful time, I hope. Glad you can make it today, bud. Hope life's been treating you all right. Attila, fan of the cold. Summer is too hot for too long, you think? I love summer. I love summer. I love the heat. I don't mind the cold. See, the thing about the cold is you can always put on more layers. The thing about the heat is you can only take so many off before you become an HR violation and maybe have the cops called on you, depending on where you're standing. So there is that balancing act, but I do love the heat. I do love the heat. And Keith, sorry to hear that, buddy. I hope you recover quickly. I hope you recover quickly, bud. That's rough. God, I hate feeling unwell. It's like, just, ugh. I hate it. Sure, who likes it? But, like, I hate it. There are a few things I hate more from a personal health perspective. Matrilineal marriage with Ingolfr over here. Man, dude is a serious warrior, eh? Alright, I'll go ahead and send the proposal. Bring you over. And at the same time, there was something I was considering. I forget now. I might make him my my personal champion. We're almost done the siege over here. Less than a month left. And down over here, 4 months left. Look, there's no chance that this rebellion will see success. 78% is the war score in our favor right now. Who died? Ishmael died. He's our marshal, wasn't he? I think he was. There's a marriage proposal accepted. What's your marshal? Not very good. Hopefully we have a good replacement. Let's take a look here. Yeah, he was our marshal. That is a shame. That is unfortunate. That does make me quite sad. He is 72. At the age of 72? No. His prowess was not 23. He had negatives from his old age. They've just disappeared now because he's dead, which is kind of weird to me. It should still track what his prowess was at the end of life. But he was very good. He trained many of our soldiers very well, and he was robust. Do we have a viable replacement? Bergthor Viss, Abdul Azim as well. Not too bad. 21, 20... Not too bad, not too bad. How much was Ishmael? He was 20. Okay. Fair enough. I suppose Bergthor over here can be made our new marshal. Oh god. I was like, has one kill to his name, but boy oh boy, it was a glorious kill. Ripped this guy's head clean off. Who are you married to? My antiquarian. Very well. You shall be my marshal. And that'll improve his prowess a little bit, it seems. Sure. Sounds good to me. Continue to organize the army for the time being, gather some reinforcements, and we'll go ahead and switch to train commanders after this war is done. It's a shame to see Ishmael go. He was a very, very valuable marshal, did a lot. I'm going to be very sad to see our steward go, actually. Just a stewardship of 18, but our brother here has brought us so much money. How old are you? 55. You still have some time left then. That's good. He's just done so much work. So much work, you know? Hardly gets below 25 degrees Celsius. Oh, that sounds beautiful, Esteban. For me, like, 20s is like the sweet spot. 20s, like, 18 to 22 is the sweet spot. I love how the council always Congo lines to death. Yeah. Jurgen says, hey, I found you a few weeks ago. Like your videos. Keep up the good content. Thank you so very much for the kind words. Appreciate it greatly. And thanks for coming through today. Don't know if you're planning on joining in for the entirety of the stream, but you're more than welcome to, of course. But thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it greatly. Appreciate it greatly. Ren, work has been crazy. Don't they know I have a stream to watch? Work always getting in the way of leisure, eh? There's our wedding at court. I'm sorry, Munia. You can sort out your own celebrations. This money is earmarked for something far greater than anything earthly, right? How's our siege here looking? Almost done. Speed time up a little bit over here. 15 days left, 3 months left. Yeah, this war will be done soon, and then we can make our moves towards Asturias, again, without having to worry about our faith getting in our way or anything foolish like that. Did you guys abandon the siege here? Are you for real right now? Captured Count Lope's steward. Oh, Count Lope. I was like, what's King Lope's steward doing here? No, Count Lope, Count Lope. Are you of any value? Oh my goodness. You're a steward? Your old liege was an idiot unless his marshal is a literal god warrior. What? Might actually free this man. His prowess isn't great. But his marshal, my goodness. You know what? You know what? Let's negotiate your release. No, sorry, that's what I meant. Wait, can I not recruit him? Why can't I recruit him? Is it because he's another lord's... Oh, yeah, that must be it. He's another lord's, like, counselor, I guess. That's why. Alright, in that case, you stay here. Like I'd give a rebel such a high martial individual as his steward. What? Siege 1 up over there. Good stuff. Made a bit of money there as well. Okay, this war is almost done. These guys don't even have a commander, and they did so well. Let's go ahead and pull back to make sure the prisoners are brought back. Once the siege is done over here, how much money will it make us? 17 loot, sure. Once that siege is done, we'll disband our armies. If it even gets done before the war is won, right? There's the valued diplomatic courtier trait. Oh, nice. Leveling up because they've been at our court for so long, and our court's grandeur and all that good stuff. Ooh, Perry Pike, I am not familiar with Fahrenheit 75 to 70. I'm not sure where that sits. That sounds a bit on the cold side, eh? And that's right, Lucas, conquering Iberia. Ooh, what do we have here? To make Sheikh Abu Bakr of Hisn Kasras more susceptible to my attempts at approaching him, I can include a compliment in my next missive to his court. I'll be sure to mention his... What do we have here? Relentless courage, based on that scar. He's fickle, he's ambitious, and he's generous. I mean... He's a tough soldier, unyielding defender, aggressive attacker, reckless, and wounded. I would assume he's courageous, right? It's not a trait he has per se, but he seems courageous to me. You don't collect these without having a bit of courage, right? Let's try it. Relentless courage. Perhaps? Perhaps? Yes, no, maybe so. Speed time up a little bit. A recent correspondence has been a source of joy for me. I cannot help but think that we might both benefit from increased communication. Excellent. That's an extra plus 10 to his opinion of us. Good stuff. Who is... Where he's right, he's down here. Negative 25. It's gonna... would be very hard pressed to actually see that change, I think. 28 days, 51 days. I think once we win this siege, we'll be done the war, and we'll be able to prevent this siege from actually completing. Unless they get lucky with a siege event, obviously. Like, very lucky. I think we've got this in the bag. 13 days left over here. 10 days now. Oh, there's our victory. We'll let the siege continue, obviously. We'll let it complete so we can get the loot. Even though I'm kind of hurting myself. This is my own territory, technically speaking. And Sheikh Abu Bakr has been swayed. What difference has that made? Oh, you know what? That's not bad. From negative 25 to negative 16, that is not bad. That is not bad. I'm wondering... I'm obviously not going to change my faith. Worked so hard to get this, but I'm not going to be changing it. Though I will be, after this war is done, seeing how many of my vassals are willing to change their faith. Come on, bring me victory here. There it is. Good. Siege done. Another prisoner taken. Are you of any value to me? Can I ransom you? Not for anything useful, unfortunately. So you can stay put. That's what you get for being on the wrong side of the war, I suppose. Siege 1, yes, all well and good. And this we already saw. Cool. Clear all that. And let's have our victory here, shall we? Liberty War. They tried. They tried. They can't stand against us. Enforce those demands. We gain dread, imprison every rebellious vassal, and gain a title revocation reason against each of them. Beautiful. I have wanted that for so long. I wanted that for so long against the Count of Sobrarbe, well, his father previously. And there was another, Alto Aragon. Did they not join? Whoops. Who is? Were you not one of my enemies in this war? You were. Cool. So I should be able to revoke both their titles and hold on to it for myself. We'll have to do a bit of adjusting as far as our domain is concerned, but let's get to it. So, go ahead and enforce our demands. Yes, please, and thank you. Done. Greetings, my liege. Now he calls me his liege. May you live in harmony and contentment. I know when I am defeated. It seems I am left with no choice but to comply with your demands. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. This is a good victory. This is a good victory, a good helpful victory. So let's go ahead and disband all of our armies. Yes. Making good money right now. And let's go ahead and revoke these titles. There's not a chance in hell I'm going to let them hold on to it. Not at all. Like, I was willing to forgive them when their father died and they loved me at first. They still like me, but they joined in rebellion. They joined in rebellion. This land is rightfully mine. I will go ahead and revoke your titles. The county of Huesca and Sobrarbe both. We will start with Sobrarbe. I have an unpressed claim, so... Well, neither of these will be considered tyrannical because of the rebellion, right? The funny thing is, I worked hard-ish. I spent time to get this unpressed claim, and then I didn't use it to revoke the title because I thought, you know what? They've been all right. And then they had to rise up against me. So, County of Sobrarbe is now mine. I will revoke this title. Thank you. Hate me as much as you desire. Exactly. You have no choice, buddy. You have absolutely no choice. And I will take the County of Huesca as well. Oh, now this is an act of tyranny. This is an act of tyranny. You think so? You think so? I do not give an iota of a damn. I will strip him of all of his titles. How dare he stand against me like that? It's not just because of him. It's his father as well. Clearly, this is a line of traitors. I'll take the hit to my opinion. Or the people's opinion of me. And you, what are you? The Count of Navarra and the Count of Alto Aragon? Who gave you Navarra? Let's get... I'll take both of these as well. You're just asking for trouble. Trouble begets trouble, eh? County of Alto Aragon is definitely the more worthwhile one. I'll take this, thank you very much. Well, it would have been wise to do the other counts in reverse order, because Huesca we had no claim over. We would have done that with the because of the war, and then Sobrarbe we did have a claim over. We could have avoided the tyranny. But you know what? In my haste, didn't think about it. I don't mind. I don't mind. I'll take the I'll take the hit. Like I said, I'll take it. And this as well. Here, I'll take this hit as well. 16 opinion of me. How bad can it be? How bad can it be? I'm not even going to check. Thank you. It's because they had the same father and mother, to be fair, who, by the way, now is extremely upset at us. She can deal. She can deal. Just so. Now, what are we looking at here in terms of our vassals' opinions of us? A couple people who are a little upset. They all hate us. Not ideal. Not ideal. But, hey, look, you know, sometimes you got to put your foot down and make it clear that you're the one in charge. What is our... I don't even remember where to check tyranny. Right, I guess it would be an opinion thing. Where's our tyranny? Negative 32, right? Yeah. Reduces by about 4 per year. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll do a bit of swaying. We'll send a couple of gifts. We'll quell the storm. We are above our domain limit, though, so it's time to hand out some territory. Do I give it to my son? I have 2 sons. Do I give it to my heir? He's already done his duty. He's had a grandchild with the queen. If I give him some territory here, he should be increasing how much prestige he gains. Actually get some work done, right? Exactly, Wickles. This is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. And what was that, Esteban, with regards to Galicia, sorry? I think I missed something. Oh, I see. You're talking about from Iberia to Siberia, from Galicia to Galicia. I see. I gotcha. Oh, man. Wickles been existing. I hear that. Everything's a blur on my end. Everything's been a blur lately, but y'all already know that. Taking a look at chat real quick. Nothing like a fancy shakedown to get people in line. God damn. How did I miss that? Ren, you think we're going to live to 64? That soon, you think? That soon? That's kind of scary. It's a little concerning. But yeah, if I were to grant you titles, if I were to... Can I not grant you titles? I guess not, because you're married to a queen of a different realm. Fair enough. Okay, that's fine. We do have another son. I could give my grandson titles, perhaps. I could invite him to court. Keep him safe. Huh. That's an interesting opportunity, I suppose. Bring my grandson here. Huh. He won't accept. I could use a hook to force him to. What do you guys think? He shouldn't lose his claims or anything as a result of that. We could bring him here, keep him safe here, It's a little late to educate him, but we can get involved in his education. And we could give him lands as well. I think I should be able to. Knights Panther, how's it going, buddy? Glad you're able to join in. Halthor, 69 for sure. Yeah, we gotta make it to 69. 42 or 69. True. Only two acceptable ages in which to die. I'm really torn about this. We could either let him... We obviously, in character, have an attachment to Prince Fortune. Look at his name, right? And look at all we've done for him. Let's not forget. So it's kind of tempting to bring him over. I cannot remember for the life of me if I'll actually be able to land him, though. I could offer guardianship instead, but then I can't land him. Then I definitely can't land him, right? Because I have no authority over him if I'm just educating him. That's my concern. And if I invite him to my court, then I have full control over converting his culture and stuff, which we do, yes, need to convert. Though, no, yeah, I would want to convert it, yeah. So perhaps we do bring him in. True, Seamus, true. At least we have to die on the 20th of April. At the very least. If not the other two, then at least that. Let me close this for the time being. Just want to check. If I do offer to educate this boy myself, yeah, they will not accept. They have zero interest in sending him to a foreign court, even though it's ours. They have zero interest in seeing his culture change. They are not a fan of any of that. And so I think we should invite him to our court. Let me just check something here. Kingdom of Vasconia, if I take a look at the title, it's us, it's King Deceiver, and then Prince Fortune, yeah? And then Italy, it's the Queen right now, and then Prince Fortune. Okay, so they're set. Let's go ahead, invite him to court. We'll use our hook, force him to come. Why would he not accept? Why would you not accept? It's because you love your mother. There are more important things than, well, I can't say than family. There are more important things than your mom, and it's your grandpa. Oh, geez, Haldor. 96 is a total failure. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, let's use our hook. Recruits Fortune de Vasconia to the court. Let's go ahead and do it. Bring you in. Excellent. Use my weak hook on him. That's fine. That's fine. And just to double check, because it makes me nervous, he is still next in line for Italy. Oh, you know, the problem with that is that whatever lands we give him will get transferred to Italy when he becomes king. It's not the end of the world, but let's keep that in mind as we give him some land, because I do want him to, if I give him some land, I do want him to, what's it called? Who's your guardian right now? Your mother? No. No. Thank you, but no. If we give him some land, we just have to keep that in mind so that in the future it looks clean. And when he takes over the Kingdom of Vasconia as well, then at least he'll be king of both, right? What are we doing here? We are educating you ourselves, I suppose. Convert your culture as well. He's likely to become Basque. It's not guaranteed because he is he's a bit on the older side. What are we educating him with? Learning. He's diligent and curious. Learning focus isn't terrible. He's already been doing it for so long. His learning is all right. Sure, Prince Fortune. Let's go ahead and get you the learning focus. And who will educate you? Should it be me then? Can I trust anybody else who is Basque? Who has what, like a genius trait or something like that? Maybe it should just be me. The only geniuses amongst us, actually, ironically, his dad is a genius. So if he'd stayed at that court, but we want him here. I will teach you myself. Grow close to my grandson over here. Likely to become Basque? Sure. Send the proposal. Yeah, let's do it. Send the proposal. He's my own grandson. He's in my own realm, so it's fine by me. It's fine by him. All right, that's that taken care of. Still haven't considered who I want to give my land to. I could give it to Infante Ramiro instead. Just reeking of nepotism. Or I could empower one of my vassals who's close to liking me, but doesn't quite love me. This guy in charge of Toulouse decided to stand against me. Attempted to revoke his title too. Take the entire duchy and everything with it. Just reassign this I could give to Fortune, right? It's very close to Italy. So if they go to war or anything, then he'd be able to reinforce from both sides, maybe even expand a little bit. So I could do that. I could do that. Doing a bit of an assessment here, folks, on the realm's health. That's an option. It really is a shame, though, because why do they stand against us? Duke Utman of Alkila. He was a recent addition, wasn't he? He was a recent addition. And I can revoke his, oh, damn. Thalathala title, I suppose. I don't want to hurt my opinions too much more, obviously. We're in a dangerous place. When he dies, we take over all of his territory. So maybe we just leave him in prison. It's not like he's going to have any children. So we just leave him in prison. He's 49 years old. He'll die soon enough. Let's even, potentially move him to the dungeon. Joined us, betrayed us right away. Move him to the dungeon. Let him rot slowly. And the reason why I'm not rushing to execute is because... Actually, fine. Let's leave him here. I think I'll eventually execute him if he doesn't just die from withdrawal or something. I'm just waiting because I'm so far over my limit already. I just need to figure out what I'm doing before I make any huge moves. So that's 2 people that we're done discussing. Who else do we have? Count Muhammad of Galat Ayub. Why are you in jail? What did you do? I can revoke his title. I mean, I know what he did. This is Zaragoza as well, right? If I'm not mistaken. It is in Zaragoza, so we shall revoke. Were you any good to me? Whoa, that intrigue is very high. The seducing type, and yet no children. Not a very good seducer, I suppose. Yeah, sure, we'll revoke that title. It's easy when it's just one county and stuff, So yeah, just so, good stuff, we're done there. What else do we have here? This is a huge restructuring of the realm. So many people are so upset. Okay. I'm trying to figure out the best way. A lot of these mayors and stuff, whatever, they're irrelevant. The Count of Vizcaya, where are you right now? Up over here? Whoa, why does Armagnac belong over here? Just wondering what I could give him. If I were to grant you titles, there's nothing in the region, eh? Unless I give you some of this stuff. And what is this stuff? Where does this belong? This is the Duchy of Navarra. Okay, I could give him some of the Navarra territories, I suppose. This is Vizcaya, so I'll hold on to that. Sure, I can give him all the stuff that belongs to the Duchy of Navarra. He's already got some of it. He might fight for more of it. Not a big fan of mine, this guy. Not a big fan of mine. You have the Duchy of Cantabria. Okay, fair enough. I'll go ahead and give you some of that territory. He might go to war with my, what is this, my brother. Hopefully he won't, to finish his conquest. Alternatively, I could give my brother... Let that nepotism come through, right? Such a good steward. I could give my brother these lands. So we're basically handing him the Duchy of Navarra. The only thing he doesn't hold on to is these 2 territories, but maybe he'll go to war, a bit of infighting, and take that himself. Don't mind that. Decent steward. These are decent lands. County of Epuscoa, Najera, and Navarra. We're holding on to Gasconia. Those are our original lands, so we're holding on to those. And that should be okay. Gains 120 opinion. It's funny. Like I was like, oh yeah, I'll give territory to the people that dislike us, so that we can gain some more supporters. But perhaps not. Perhaps not. We'll give this to our brother, so that it'll connect. Give him more power. Sure. Grant you these titles. I hope I'm not making a mistake. Remains my vassal. Cool. Done. Armagnac expands into the Iberian Peninsula. Fair enough. And let me just check something here real quick. Can I, please? Here we go. Duchy of Gasconia. Yeah, I did end up giving him a little bit of territory that I would have preferred to hold on to, but that's not the end of the world. Who else? You're going to die soon enough. This man... is not even he is a vassal of ours, but he's so distant from everything else that we could hand out. You, negative 100, and he's a powerful vassal. If I give him some territory, 40, 80, make him hate me less. Because he's a powerful vassal, and he does have an heir who doesn't love us. He's a prisoner of ours. None of his heirs love us either. So I think the long-term right move might be to actually give him some land over here. He was integral to our conquest down over here, right? So we give him that and that. Brings our domain size down. We get to hold on to home and to our new capital. And let me just check to make sure we are not giving away anything that belongs to the Duchy of Zaragoza. Yeah, we should be okay. We should be okay. Okay, I'll just make that move. I just want to make sure, because he would make, I think, a decent friend to have on hand. 1,000 strong, vastly inferior to us, but it just takes a couple of vassals who are vastly inferior to us to all of a sudden come together and become vastly superior to us. I'm not going to be giving anything else to the Duchess of Barcelona. We have a strong hook on her, so we don't have to do anything about that. She didn't stand up in rebellion against us. I don't think she's allowed to, so we'll just wait until she croaks. Her sons don't like me. If they stay imprisoned when she passes, I should be able to revoke some of their titles. You get what? The Duchy of Barcelona, and I'll revoke that from them, and we should be in the clear. I can go in and revoke the duchy here, use the hook. She'll accept, but it is an act of tyranny. But if I do that with her children, who might have rebelled against us, I can't. Why are you in jail? Must be. I can't think of any other reason. So we'll wait for that succession to happen. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, cool. So you, go ahead and grant you titles. Go ahead and give you these. He'll like us. Cultural acceptance between us would go a little bit higher as well. He'll remain our vassal. Sounds good to me. Grant you those. Oh, geez, that did not help as much as I expected it to. That plus 80 didn't do nearly enough. We need to hold off on going to war for the next little bit. That negative 43 is huge, and I don't think that's working in our favor. What is this county that you want? Who does it belong to? My son. Oh, that could be a problem. That could be a bit of a problem. Let's go ahead and sway some folks as well. I know I'm trying to convince more people to become our vassal, but for the time being, we have a bit of an issue here with a lot of our vassals absolutely despising us. And while we do have allies, I think it is important for us to make sure our realm isn't constantly falling apart. Sure, cool. That's what we get for being arbitrary, eh? That's what we get for being arbitrary. Faction targeting us has disbanded. Oh, the Liberty faction, of course it's disbanded. No factions right now. Bunch of them in prison. Some of them are our friends and stuff, so that's all well and good. Dynasty head changed. Infante Alfonso replaced us once more as dynasty head. It's just because our military is a little weakened right now. Yeah, we'll be fine. Once our reinforcements are fully in place, we'll be the heads once more. It's okay. Not too concerned about that. We had this happen before as well. Speed time up a little bit. Don't want to not go to war for too long either. There we go. We're already the head once more. Again, I don't want to wait too long to go to war again, because of course we have Count Sunier with us. No, sorry, not Count Sunier, but Ponce, right? We will not be giving him the entire kingdom, but the Duchy of Galicia, for example, the County of Leon, like we can make these moves and basically get everything. He is the rightful owner of all this territory. So, in due time. I don't want to declare the war right now because of the negative, the huge negative to offensive wars, right? There's another faction created against us, and what is this? In the name of the divine. Following the death sentence of a lowly thief, I asked my grandson Fortune what he thought. He expressed doubts about whether any god could want a realm to be ruled by such a harsh law. Keeps the trait cynical. Well, that's familiar to me. Sure. Do not expect to see Marie's justice. Let him be cynical. Like grandfather, like grandson, I suppose. But right, the other thing I wanted to check actually was my vassals. Which one of you can we ask to convert to the right faith? You're my prisoner. Don't really care about that. A lot of these guys really hate us. I don't need to worry so much about these mayors and barons. They're so low along the totem pole, right? You. What is your faith? Oh, you're already Era Zahara. Fair enough. Wish there was an easier way to spot. An easier way to just see. The Duchess will not accept, not a chance. I could try demand conversion, use hook, will accept. The strong hook, what other use do I have for it? Money, I suppose, right? But if I convert her faith at negative, what will go away? Negative, where's the faith issue? Tyrant, negative 31, Jesus, that's the big issue right now, obviously. Wait, does she not have, there we go, negative 10. Oh, you know what, that's not a big enough difference. That's not a big enough difference here. Fair enough. This Duke over here, not a chance he'll accept. Might accept, it says. Highly unlikely. He hates us. He'll probably ask for a hook. And he already, yeah, you know what, fine. Let's hold off on that for the time being. But perhaps let us hold court. See if we can't sway some opinions. Let's go ahead and get a temple built. And let's go ahead and, if we have money left over after building a temple, we will also seek to host a feast. It's a good opportunity to improve relations, right? We can found a holy order as well. Costs 500 gold, though. God damn. All the fun things are extremely expensive. 500 gold. 1,000 piety. Or we get to have founded a holy order. 500. That means we can't... If we do this, we can't build a temple. And I'm kind of tempted to build a temple. Because that... A temple... I don't know. I'm torn. Let's go ahead and hold court first. We'll see. Y'all feel free to weigh in as well in chat. Temple or holy order? Temple or holy order? No health or so we were, but we actually converted to an old faith. Era Zahara is an old Basque faith. We worked very hard to actually return that to the realm. And I think building the temple is kind of the cool, like, kind of the option to go with there. Just because it's like, yeah, it's this massive monument to a faith that has been gone for so long. I think it'd be pretty cool. Rather than a holy order, which we've done a couple of times already, right? Go ahead and hold court. Yes, here petitioners. Thank you very much. 3 of them come through. Let's gesture for the first in line to approach. All right, what do we have here? My lord, I come from the religious community of Zuera in the county of Zaragoza. There, wise and pious men have been collecting and preserving the traditional knowledge of Andalusian culture for centuries. As a sign of our goodwill, I offer you this precious anthology of Andalusian texts translated into your own language. We hope you will accept it and gain a new perspective onto our people. Well, that's actually a very nice gift. Helps my prestige, helps our grandeur, and all of our Andalusian vassals like us more. Nice. I wish I could hover over like all your vassals and get a little pop-up that lets me scroll through just how many people that actually affects, you know? Or I can say, I don't care, just get out of my sight. No. I graciously accept, of course. We'll find somewhere to put it. Cool. Never seen that before. Esteban jumping on the Holy Order opportunity. Seamus says, temple first. They'll provide us with more stuff. We need to get a Holy Order, plus they need an HQ. True. Also true, didn't think about that. Now what is this then? Evangelical backlash. I am met by a poor Catholic, a vision of humility and supplication. Glorious King, I come to plead that you stop the priests that harass Calatude's people and drive them to adopt Era Zaharak. We are Andalusian. Our traditions differ from the great Basque people. Let us maintain the customs of our ancestors and worship God in peace. Be merciful, my lord. So I can say we have much to learn from the Catholics. It's because we have the Christian syncretism tenet. We would gain some piety. We get some religious tolerance. Could help with our vassals. Catholic counties cannot be converted for 15 years. But the Sorgina gets very upset at us and actually stops endorsing us as a result. Starts the religious relations task instead. And integration halted. I don't know about that. Ortzia demands payment from non-believers. I gain some money. The Sorgina gets upset at us for using the faith for our own wealth. Or Tusuri awaits you, heathen. Or simply no. So these stress us out because we are cynical. We're not particularly religious, I suppose. How much do I care about upsetting the Sorgina? They don't love us. Let me just check something here real quick. To our council. What do we actually get? Oh, you know, we actually make some money from our realm priest. We could be making a lot more. Maybe I should sway our realm priest. Maybe I should give him a gift or something. Dang. But I shouldn't upset them too much. 35 gold. takes a long time at 0.7 per month to make 35 gold. But I have no interest in preventing their conversion from happening. Not a chance. Integration continues. Give us what? Development growth and popular opinion reduction. So Suri awaits you. Gives us some dread. Keeps our vassals in line, I suppose. Stresses us out. Ali is killed by me. Ooh, rough. But our Sargina likes us. Well, I am arbitrary. And I worked very hard. Our family worked extremely hard to bring this faith back. And you would try to prevent its spread through the peninsula. How dare you? How dare you? So Suri awaits you, heathen. It hurts me out of character to just kill people so arbitrarily like that, but it does make sense in character. And look at that. Look at that. The Sargina is so pleased they're passing more of their wealth on to us. Good stuff. Now what is this? Personal matter. My vassal, Baroness Belasquita, comes forward, apprehensively escorted by her husband, Gonçal, who seems in bad temper. He spouts up. My lord is trying to seduce my wife. An affront to Marie. I cannot think of who else it could be. Belasquita is clearly embarrassed to have this aired so publicly and can barely bring herself to meet my eyes. I am not... What? Whoa, 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 whoa. So my vassal, a baron... Oh, his liege. Who is their liege? My brother. Oh my. Oh no. Oh no. Wickles, YOLO. Exactly. He spent that one life doing the wrong thing, unfortunately. Alright. I will not tolerate adulterers in my court. Who? Will it not actually tell me who is, who's upset? We shall see if there's any truth to this intrigue challenge. Possible outcome, they're caught in a lie. I have fair reasons, no one will think me a tyrant. They will lose a lot of opinion of me. Oh, I see, I will throw them in jail if they're caught lying, I guess. But it stresses me out because I'm arbitrary. Or is there proof? I simply ask. Less stressful of the options. Sure, yeah. Is there no proof? Fair enough. My business here is done. My business here is done. Mason, Barry, how's it going, buddy? How's it going? It indeed feels like forever, doesn't it? I'm glad you could join us today, bud. My business here is done. Let's take a look at our court grandeur really quickly. Ranked second in the world. God damn it. Basilius overtook us recently, and he's stayed ahead. Marginally, I imagine. Just marginally. Let's see his court. Court grandeur, yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit. That's okay. I mean, I'll eventually upgrade some of our amenities and stuff as well once we have a bit more money coming through. We're currently reinforcing our army though, and we can found the Holy Order. All right, let's go ahead and try and find where we'd want to establish our church. I really wish we could see by development. We can see by, but we can't see by control. What is the most developed of spaces here? Actually, funnily enough, Calatayud, which is the place I was complaining about the conversion happening, and they don't have an empty slot. So Brarbe is decently developed as well. I would like it to be in the Iberian Peninsula, right? So Brarbe is in the Iberian Peninsula. It is also in Zaragoza, so it's our capital duchy, as the case might be, and it does have a spot for it. Development of 11 versus 13, not that far off. Labour, if I were to go outside, 12. Okay, okay. What do you guys think? So Brarbe, it seems like the best option. We got 12, 11, 12, 13 down here, but with this doesn't belong. Oh, it does belong to us, actually. 16 at the Leitala. Hang on a second. That does belong to us. Are you for real? Damn, that's a lot. That's a fair bit higher. That is a fair bit higher. I'm going to take a quick sip of water over here, folks. I'm starting to lose my voice. But that's so... I mean, it's very central, which is also kind of symbolic in its own way. Oh, but they don't have any slots, of course. I should have checked that first. In which case, it would be Malagon with a development of 15. I don't think I want to wait to build our first temple at Kurtuba. There's some time yet before we can do that war, unfortunately. We'll eventually maybe build a temple there, but I don't think I can hold off on that. Malagon is an option, 15 development, and Sobrarbe is an option with 11 development and 15 control. maybe I should do something about that. Is it worth putting the temple in a county with a pilgrimage spot? I don't know if there's a mechanical difference it makes, but why don't we take a look at our holy sites? Aneto, is that... oh, it's just next to Sobrarbe, of course. It had to be right next to it. And Cordoba is a holy site as well, if we want to wait that long. Oh, you know what? I guess it wouldn't be too bad to put one in Bordeaux if we have a spot there. Development of 10. We do have an empty holding. That is a holy site. Yeah, unfortunately, Alto Aragon, we do not have a spot for a temple there. Though, if we do put the temple in Sobrarbe, it is right next to the holy site, you know. So, like, your pilgrimage is half in Alto Aragon, half in Sobrarbe, all in Zaragoza. I suppose that's one way to look at it. I like the thinking there. I like the idea there a lot. Because, yeah, this is the holy site of Aneto. It's very much located over here in the barony of Haka? Yaka? Haka? Not sure. What do you guys think? So, it would be this spot in Sobrarbe, right next to a holy site. Or it would be in Bordeaux, where there is a holy site, or we would go down in Malagon, where we have the highest development of our current holdings. Again, being next to a holy site doesn't have any actual mechanical difference, as far as I recall, but it's just, you know, from a story perspective, kind of cool to have a shrine next to an existing holy site. Makes it that much more holy, I guess, right? It's almost like like a base camp 1 before you finally arrive at the pilgrimage site is how I kind of have it in my head. But like I said, folks, I need a quick sip of water over here, losing my voice, but then we'll make our call and actually build a temple. I can't believe it. All right. High Aragon, cozy mountainside temple, fitting for the Basque people. I see Sobrarbe. I like the idea near the holy site as well. I see Rinska. How's it going, buddy? Didn't say hi earlier when you came through. I think I apologize for the delay. Glad you could come through. And folks, as you are thinking about where this temple should go, just a quick reminder, if you've been enjoying Crusader Kings 3 on the channel, please don't hesitate to let me know by hitting that like button down below. I see we have over 50 people watching, less than 30 likes. If you've been enjoying, hit the like button. It does make a very, very big difference in just letting me know, again, what people are feeling on the channel, what I should keep doing, slow down, speed up. Y'all have heard me say it countless times, but it does make a very, very big difference with regards to just, yeah, what's happening on the channel. And I'll take this moment right now to remind y'all again, those of you that joined us later are hearing it for the first time perhaps, but just as a quick note, there will not be a stream next Monday. I know it's a bit of a rocky schedule. These last couple of weeks, Mondays have been particularly hit, I suppose, but there will not be a stream next week Monday, so no Crusader Kings 3 next week, unfortunately, but it's for good reason. I am, again, getting married on the Sunday, 2nd of October, and I have no intention of being able to stream early the next day morning, or the next afternoon, or even the next evening, truth be told. So I will not be streaming next week Monday. Just want to mention that now, and I'll mention it again at the end of the stream for those of you that aren't here right now, so I don't know why I'm addressing you, but yeah, just want to get that out there, just to make sure people know what to expect, obviously. Thank you, Laying Line. Thank you. Appreciate it. And the link in Discord brings up my other YouTube account. Sorry, I don't... What? Oh, I got you, Wickles. I got you. Appreciate it. And yeah, I was getting really thirsty. I didn't drink for a while. So that I was quite thirsty there. Thank you very much, Langland. Appreciate it greatly. Althor, goddamn. But yeah, so it's gonna be very exciting. But as a result, of course, no stream the following Monday. Looks like the few shared opinions all lean towards Sobrarbe. I think I'm personally leaning towards Sobrarbe as well. So why don't we go ahead and yeah, get the church built over here. Construct new holding. I can't believe I'm finally doing this. So many years of playing Crusader Kings 3. This is the first temple I have built. So we gain a fair bit of piety when the construction is actually completed, and fervor increases by 1 as well, which is really not all that much. But let's go for it. Construct temple. It'll take 3 years. It's actually not that bad. Hopefully, we'll see it done in our lifetime. If the predicted death date, what was it, 64? And then later 69? We'll see. We should be able to make it. We should be able to make it. But yeah, it's under construction. There you go. Good stuff, good stuff. Now, we might want to go around improving control and stuff, right? Because, yeah, things are looking real bad. Things are looking real bad in the area. We could most certainly be making a lot more money in some of these spots. What is our marshal doing, though? They're helping with reinforcements. So let's keep that going for the time being. And where is our claimant for all this good stuff? Oh, hello. Beautiful. I've inherited the Duchy of Alquila and 5 of the titles from Duke Utman of Alquila. I guess he died. Where is the title history? Duke Utman of Castile, the drunkard. How did he die? Under mysterious circumstances. He was in my jail cell. Oh, actually, no, he was under house arrest. So I'm not sure what got him killed, but hey, you know what? I don't mind. I don't mind. What was his is now mine, which unfortunately does need to be let go of immediately because we're way over our limit. So, who do we give all this territory to? Cantabria. That's located in the region-ish. Who else do we have? Valencia. No, I've already gifted him enough. Elfante Anso, the Clumsy. He likes us already. Count of Tlaitala. He's in the region, young, hale. If I were to grant you these titles, you would love me. You would love me. I'm not sure exactly where this duchy actually begins. What is this? The County of Toulouse has given rise to oh, whatever. This guy's got to chill. Where is this duchy? Toledo, I guess, because Tlaitala in like its not Arabic form, I suppose it's Spanish form is Toledo. So the Duchy of Toledo. Okay, so it goes all the way up to here. Just trying to see what the line is. Molina. Okay, fair enough. So we have this count over here, right? And we have this count over here. They both despise us. They both despise us. You despise us a little less, I suppose. You have decent martial. You have decent intrigue. So perhaps it would be wiser to give you a bit more strength so when the time comes you don't start trying to murder us immediately. And you can keep this guy in check. Alright. So, first of all, I could grant you some titles and then I could offer him this vassal as well, right? So I give him this. Molina. Is that also part of Toledo? I can't for the life of me remember. No, this is all Castile, actually. Okay, very well. Very well, so I'll just give him this territory over here, then. Raising this child just to prevent him from causing me trouble when he grows older. Seems a little silly, but I can't think of anyone else to hand it off to. I don't want to give it to the Duke of Valencia. We've already given him a fair bit of territory. Nobody else is nearby, and I could actually give this guy, Count Sunier, this title over here to make him like us a little bit, and give that count these titles over here. They didn't rise up in rebellion against us, so, you know, there's that. Right? I will do, Perry Pike. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you as well, Houthor. Appreciate it. Wiggles, yes. No, I remember that now. Yeah, it did. It's one of those things that, like, it happens from time to time, I guess. What about landing my marshal? That's true. That's a good point. Our marshal is a very capable warrior. The last time I landed a foreigner, though, they immediately stood up against me. Where's my council? There we go. He is very good at his job. And if we do land him, he will take on a lifestyle which might improve his martial even further or improve his prowess. You know what I should do is check my outline. My cousin here died. I could alternatively check my court to see if we have anybody with like Herculean or something. Tostolfur, very old though. My grandson, Munyabelez, is Herculean. I was looking for it to see who we could land that they might have children. That would also be strong. These guys. This is who I was looking for. Harold is Herculean, and their wife is robust. She is 32, so she's getting up there, which is unfortunate. They have a few years left in them to potentially have some very strong children. So Harold is a top pick right now. Let's go ahead and pin him. Who else do we have in our court? That is Herculean. My granddaughter, Harold, Rodrigo, my grandson. Only 7, so he won't be having children anytime too soon, I don't think. We'll give him some territory down the line. So if not Herculean, then let's go ahead and find somebody who is robust, perhaps. We need to have a line of warriors. I've not been able to have warriors. Robust is just that one man's wife. And then what about Hale, which is a little bit on the lower side than I would like, to be honest. All right, fair enough. Giants instead, perhaps. We have just the one, Nunya. How old are you, Nunya? 28. A guest of ours. And a schemer. Maybe dangerous. Maybe dangerous. But if we marry them to somebody and recruit them to our... If we recruit them to our court, marry them to somebody, and then land them, they might have some giant kids. That does give a +6 to prowess. But who is she to us? Nobody, really. I think I would prefer our champion, Harold. He served us for a long enough time. He's got a few kills, or at least the one kill under his belt. It's a good call. I think it makes sense, yeah. I think it makes sense. Yeah, Harold, I need your wife real quick, for real. I mean, that's how a lot of medieval matches were made. That's a good call, the Rinske. Now, this might not be our marshal, but I wouldn't have spent the time to think about this if it wasn't for the mention of landing our marshal. So why don't we do this? Why don't we go ahead and give Harold some titles? He likes us well enough. We could give him this county over here. The Duchy of Castile, we could actually give him the duchy and then transfer the vassal, right? Make him duke. Maybe he'll make some moves for it. Will it transfer the vassal? It will be transferred automatically. Very well. Good stuff. So we gain quite a bit of opinion here. And hopefully that'll encourage him to have some children. Again, is a little bit on the older side. Still have some time, though. I think 35 is the cutoff. I keep forgetting what the cutoff age is. If anybody in chat knows or remembers or can very quickly look it up, no pressure, but it would be nice for me to finally actually remember it, right? The Duchy of Castile, the County of Zweller? Not sure. Grant these to you. Cool. Now go and make babies. Quickly, as well. We do not have time to waste. And then we have... Ooh, one sec here, folks. Sorry, I lost audio on my end. So we have that done, and then down over here. Question is, yeah, do I want to give it to the same person and make him particularly powerful? We could do, and then he might actually make some moves against, like, Batalawis and stuff. Because they're nothing. Make him the Duke of two places. The Duchy of Toledo as well. Transfer the vassal over to him. Give him these counties as well. He is our champion. He is our vassal already, obviously. And he's a capable enough warrior. His stewardship's okay. No, I think our marshal should get this. He's a new marshal, which is the only, like, downside, I suppose. He's a new marshal. Doesn't love us. But having him on our side, mustering a fairly sizable army is probably a good idea. He's 56, a bit on the older side as well. No particular traits to pass on or anything. He has proven himself in battle, though. Remember, he ripped this guy's head off. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and grant you some titles. Give you the Duchy of Toledo. I cannot yet because you're not a count, so let's go ahead and hand you these, and the Duchy as well. Just to help manage the realm a bit better, I suppose. 45-ish is when baby making stops. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Ren. And Keith, if they have no children by the time she hits 45, we might plot another accident. Don't forget, we are arbitrary. We have a mission that we're on. The Duchy of Toledo, yes, and all these counties underneath it. Grant them to Bergthor Viss. Improve his opinion of us a lot. He will become our vassal. And the Count of Deletala will be transferred as well. Good stuff. We'll be below our domain limit, or at our domain limit at that point in time as well. Grant you all this. Good stuff. Good stuff. He loves us. And what did he go for? Strategy focus, improving his martial by 3. That isn't reflected yet, I don't think. There we go. 28. Look at that. Huge bump. He's getting the assistance from his spouse as well, and this is why, folks, you want to land your counselors, because that obviously helps you, right? Why has our antiquarian left us? Oh, because she is now gone. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's okay. A powerful marshal is much more important than a powerful antiquarian. We do have Abdul Hakam Ismailid, who's average at his job. I suppose that is well enough. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and appoint you. Is he the one who made us our throne? I wish he would tell you what they made. What did you make? Let's appoint him. Fair enough. Cool. Let time move forward over here, and let's see what the offensive war penalty is right now. -41. I wanted to get a little bit lower, I suppose. Jeez, the negatives here for real, man. That tyranny. I almost never like invoke tyranny. I almost never allow it to get in the way. But we've been struggling with Sobrarbe and Alto Aragon for so long, I couldn't help myself. Military strength is quite fantastic at this point in time. I suppose I could get my my marshal then, maybe increasing control. How long would it take over here? Alto Aragon. 4 years. Oh boy. Start with Sobrarbe, perhaps. Just because this is where the temple is being built as well, right? 3 years left. Get the control up, because that is affecting the acquisition of taxes and stuff. Levies and taxes both. So let's try and improve that as best as possible. There's our new learning perk. Go ahead and give ourselves an Iron Constitution or Mental Resilience. Iron Constitution. Go for it. We got to get them both eventually anyway, but a good Constitution goes a long way, I think. Kevin, now goes, out goes. Having a good day, I hope. And Hamish Muir says, unrelated to the stream, but will you be making videos on Terra Invicta? I really want to, and have wanted to. However, the timing has been so unfortunate with its release being in the midst of wedding planning and stuff. So I might get to it after the wedding, but October is such a packed month with so many other games also releasing that I intend to cover, including a return. I guess I should say it now because it'll be revealed soon enough, including a return to Bannerlord. So maybe is the entirely 100% unadulterated, honest answer is maybe. I really want to cover Terra Invicta on the channel, but I don't know if the timing has worked out. Maybe we do it later when it gets a big update, because it's in early access, right? So maybe when it gets a big update, I'll get the chance to do it. But it is a lovely little game, isn't it? And thank you very much, Molly. Appreciate it. Thank you. It's been my life this entire year, and it's nice to see something that was supposed to happen 2 years ago finally happen this year. But thank you so very much. Really excited now. Less than a week to go. Now what is this? A scheme at court. Someone is plotting to kill my chancellor. Please don't. We must stop the villain behind this. Why? Why must you do this? And by the way, don't forget, we are trying to integrate Gascogne into our kingdom as well, which will be very exciting to have done, actually. We have a ransom offer over here, 50 for Count Hussein. Count Hussein. Who is your liege? The Duke of Valencia. Huh. Actually, hang on a second. The Duke of Valencia hates me. His primary heir is this guy. Huh. I was wondering, like, if I release him with a hook, what are my chances of actually assassinating this man? 86% chance of getting it done in 12 months' time. If I assassinate him and then revoke this title from his son when he takes it, get the duchy, right? We could give it to our son over here. Son? Brother? Who was it? My son. And so the Clumsy. Decent stewardship. Not amazing, but good enough. Bit of a drunkard. He has been disinherited, but that doesn't mean we can't reward him with some, what's the word I'm looking for? Conciliatory prize, I suppose. So sure, you know what? This duke who would stand against me, who would despise me so, deserves to die. We've used him as the pawn we needed to use him as. Yes, I've rewarded him with additional territory, but that did nothing to actually make him love us. We gave him so much, and still he would be willing to stand against us. So fair enough, have it your way then. The Duchess Aurea has been swayed only ever so slightly. We will continue our efforts here. Very well. And more diplomatic courtiers. Excellent. Lots of agents have joined our scheme here. I say lots, but it's literally just 2. But how is this scheme looking? 86% chance of success, 95% secrecy. So it should stay decently secret. Mufti Sancho of Valencia, you wish to join us as well for a small bribe of 68 gold. Let's do it. Just to maximize the chance of success over here to 95%, right? Hopefully everyone keeps their lips sealed. Bannerlord confirmed indeed. Yes, I've been mulling over it for a while. And I mean, I guess I'll say it now. After the wedding, Bannerlord is back. That's the play. That's the plan. After the wedding, Bannerlord is back. I have some plans with regards to who I'm playing, how I'm playing, and what the storyline will be. I've been mulling over it for a very long time. I see so many folks asking for Bannerlord for so long, and it's taken a lot of effort for me to not be like, oh yeah, this is the date it's starting. But I've got plans, and Bannerlord will be back. Absolutely. Absolutely. Instead of killing him, you could demand conversion and imprison him if he refuses. Well, that's a good point, too. That's a good point. But revoking his title would still be an act of tyranny at that point, right? Whereas I believe his son was thrown in jail for rising up against us. I can't remember now, but I'm pretty sure he was one of our enemies in that war. If I try to... I can't do anything about his county because his county is under... Actually, I don't know. Did he couldn't have risen up in rebellion against us? Or maybe he did. Maybe he was just a warrior in the rebellion against us. That is a good point. But the thing is, actually... Well, I was thinking by killing this guy, we'd have some more options opened up to us. But now you've definitely opened my eyes up to some other options. Okay, I gotta think about that. But what is this right now? Friendly developments. Taking my subtle hints as active encouragement, Count Bilal has funded nothing less than a large-scale irrigation project in my county of Huesca. Oh. It might be an overstepping of boundaries in a lot of ways, but with the techniques employed in the county of Tutela, county of Huesca could become richer than it ever has before. Cool. Oh, damn. It's a little sudden downside to that reading. All right, awesome. He has certainly stepped beyond his limits. It's unconventional, but I certainly welcome it. Well-funded irrigation project will help with development for the next little while. Sounds good. Let it be. 11 months. Okay, hold on. Let me think this through in my head. So if I demand his conversion, he says no. I throw him in jail. He might what? I might be able to revoke his title. I think it would be an act of tyranny. It would be easier to murder him if he's in jail, though. I could just execute him, but that would upset his family. And then, if for whatever reason I decide to keep Count Hussein as his heir, he'd be very upset at me. I guess that's my only concern, which I really shouldn't be worried about. It does affect opinion, though. So even what if he does accept conversion? I suppose. Not if our faith considers theirs as hostile. Ah, gotcha. Right, good point. Because we have Christian syncretism. All right. Let's try it. Demand your conversion. Duke Abdul Azim II Ibn Hussein of Valencia, will you join me in the light? Will you follow the faith of Era Zaharak? Watch him say yes. Watch him say yes. He does consider our faith evil, and us theirs, I suppose. I see the wisdom of your faith, but I hope you understand what a long, winding path it is from the darkness into the light. Perhaps if you promise to support me in whatever way I need, the journey would be an easier one. I will not bargain for your soul. No, I'm not going to give him a weak hook on us. I got a weak hook on him, and about to have it in him potentially as well. I will not bargain for your soul. Alright, and now if I try to imprison him, yeah, I gotta actually succeed, and we will not succeed. Oh, and it is an act of tyranny. Fair enough. That's okay. It was a good thought, but we still have our assassination attempt going over here, so that's fine. I'm glad we didn't cancel that, but that'll be okay. That'll be a-okay. We'll make progress the way we originally planned. breathing down necks. It seems that Duke Abdulazim is tightening security at court, hoping to track down traitorous schemers. My fellow plotter, Sanchu, is concerned that he might have attracted some unwanted suspicion. I could trust his abilities, or his trail to me ends now. He will no longer be part of the scheme. Sanchu of Valencia. He is shy, paranoid, and ambitious. You would expect a paranoid individual to be very careful about this kind of thing. I think he's just being paranoid. There's a 44% chance he's discovered. That is dangerous. That is dangerous. Sanchu brings a decent bit of power to this scheme. We have a replacement coming through. Perhaps his trail to me needs to end then. Your trail to me ends now. Okay, it's okay. Where is our replacement that we invited? There's a 62% chance. I don't love that. 77% secrecy. I don't love that either. Where is... Or did someone else leave? Ooh. Call to war. I will check that in a moment. Agent removed. That is Sanchu. My counselor Carlos died. That's my Sorgina, I think, right? Oh no, Ashim is no... Oh. Dang, alright, so I guess we got the 62% success chances is all we've got. The other option I was thinking was I could release his son with a hook and get him to help kill his own father. That is unfortunate. But a 44% chance of our thing being discovered means this would have dropped to 5%, right? So that would not be ideal. Alright, we'll see how this plays out. Hopefully we're able to pull it off. Still, that's rough. That is rough. Yeah, one did leave. Yeah, Emma, good spot. I missed that completely. If you release the heir after the murder, will he at least like you? He might still like me, yeah, because if he doesn't know that we did it, he'd still like us. But what I was more thinking about is replacing the Duke of Valencia with my own son over here, my once disinherited son, or one of my other sons, or literally anybody else, rather than this foreigner who we, yes, used as a bit of a pawn, I suppose. Now, what is this war? Honor our alliance and join me in the war for Princess Eugenia's claim on the Kingdom of Italy. Oh. Oh, this is a big war. We actually have to fight this one. Yes, I will accept. I will join the war for Princess Eugenia's claim on the Kingdom of Italy as a defender. Eugenia? I'm not sure. But we cannot let this happen. This is our line in danger here. So I will accept the invitation. Hopefully we're able to overcome their 2,000 or so that they have on their side. I will accept. And just to double check, if there is surrender, the claimant takes control of the contested title. Yeah. Gets the Kingdom of Italy. Yeah, no, we cannot lose this one. All right, very well. We march to war over here to defend our grandson's inheritance. Where is the best way to go from? I assume we could go by sea. They don't seem very strong. It's only a little bit here and there, so we should be okay. We'll go by sea. We'll make landfall in Genoa, and then we should be okay. Where are my... there we go. Rally points. Over here in Girona, let's go ahead and raise all here. This is exactly what I was expecting to see in short order, really. It was only a matter of time before this kind of a war came up, and I wouldn't be surprised if more come up soon as well. What are our numbers looking like? There's no way they outnumber us, yeah. 3,000 on their side. We've got about 5,000 out right now. With our marshal in charge, of course. Commander that he is. Sure, let's send the 5,000 in. We don't have to raise everybody. This is expensive as hell, too. Damn. We don't have to send everybody. They have the 2,000 or so. Our own allies, the Italian army itself is 1,000 strong. We should be okay. We should be okay. Here we go indeed. We'll be fine. Marry someone with high intrigue? That's a good point. You know what? Desperate times call for desperate measures. I have not married for love in some time now. Does it still take 12 months, really? I feel like it's slowing down. That is a good point. I could absolutely marry somebody who could help me with my scheming. I miss my old wife. Miss the our pillow talk of plots and schemes. Eugenia. I go to war with one Eugenia, I marry another. Not matrilineal. Go ahead and send the proposal. She is extremely capable in the world of intrigue. Good call. Send that proposal. Have her come, and then gonna hold on that statement for a second there, and then have her join my schemes. Wedding preparations. This is really just a formality. Thank you very much. You gladly accept. Yep, of course you do. 62% becomes what as she helps me with court intrigue? It becomes 82%. Not 95, but you know what? It's fine. I'll take it. Good suggestion. Thank you. Completely slipped my mind that I had that option because my heart was still with my Kraka. But it's time to Kraka on, I suppose, right? What do we have here? En route. When the time comes, my agents will need a safe escape route out of Duke Abdulazim's castle, should anything go wrong. A detailed map of the local mountains with all its hidden paths and caves would be an invaluable resource. I should perhaps explore the mountains myself. I trust no one. Oh, nice. I actually managed to map the surroundings. I don't think I've ever seen success there. 92% chance of success now. This could actually work out rather nicely. All right, in we go, and... Oh, okay. I thought our schemers were discovered. Our daughter Elizabeth is the one planning against Sebastiano. So why? Why? What has he done to you? You're not married to him or anything. Why would you do this? Who else have you murdered? The Prince of Bavaria. Oh, you're the one who ruined our plot to take Bavaria. Elizabeth, why? Why? It's wrathful, arrogant. God damn. Fine, I see why. That hysterical fiend. Stop her. At least it's not our Chancellor. I'd be really upset if it was our Chancellor. Our Chancellor's really good. I don't want to lose them. Alright, to work we go here. 9 months left. Let them come. 2,000 strong. We will be perfectly alright. 7 months until this is done as well. Cool. Speed time up a little bit more as well. And again, this is not an offensive war, so we don't have to worry about damage to our relations with our vassals or anything. What we do have to worry about, though, is this. My goodness. Our armies are expensive. What do we have here? Inspired person can be sponsored. They want to go on an adventure to Western Europe. Nyawela al-Debabi. Aren't we? We're in Western Europe, pretty much. But fair enough. I will sponsor this inspiration. She wishes to travel to Western Europe with 51 gold. Don't get robbed. Go for it. Yeah, go for it. See what she discovers. Persian Bedouin. So she is not. She's not from here, I assume. Then she's just come here and needs a bit of money to keep going, I suppose. It is what it is. Yeah, exactly, right. It's like we're in Western Europe. Sure, I guess it does get a little more west than this. You could go to this coast over here, but what do we have? The time has come for me to depart upon my adventure, my king. My beneficiary, Nyawela, bows as well as she can, while weighted down by heavy bags. Before I leave, please tell me, is there anything specific you want me to keep an eye peeled for during my journey? Oh, interesting. Bring me something from an exotic animal, a skull or hide. Interesting. I want a trinket made from a material you cannot find here. Interesting. A tapestry or artwork that makes me wish I was there, or I trust your instincts to bring me something great. Ooh, okay. Bit of a schemer, this one. Also a bit of an architect. Intricate web weaver. Perhaps a trinket that you can't, made from something you cannot find here. That seems suitably precious. We're in Western Europe, so we'd be able to find it, I suppose. Yeah, true. We're in the southwest. She could go north. Just goes across the border to, like, Aquitaine. I was like, yeah, wow, it's so different up there. A tapestry? I've got enough wall hangings. I don't think I need another wall hanging. But a trinket or an exotic animal, skull or hide. Again, I have enough wall hangings. I could hope for the skull, but perhaps a trinket made from a material you cannot find here. Yes. Something we can put on a pedestal, literally. Cool. Curious to see what she brings back. How's our war here going? Pretty good, I think. 4 months left, yeah. Aquitaine is so exotic, indeed. The borders of faith. What do we have here? My vassal, Count Alvar, approaches me in private with clear doubt in his eyes. He explains to me that his faith is faltering due to his time spent guarding the border against Mozarabism and fraternizing with the enemy. His words are not in jest. It feels as if the slightest mistake could push him away from Marie. Yet, this is an opportunity to strengthen our fervor as well as our relationship. Threaten to denounce him as a heretic. Gain some dread, get a weak hook on him, but he will be upset at me. One of my few vassals that actually likes me. I could reignite his fervor myself. Stresses me out because I am a cynic. I pick any faith as long as you serve me, or someone call a priest. 65% chance that a positive difference is made. Count Alvar the Impaler. What a name. What a name. I would threaten somebody who calls themselves the Impaler. Certainly a ballsy move. It's not very temperate, I don't think. Not very temperate. He is a vassal of ours, and one of the few who likes us amidst just a sea of snakes, right? A sea of snakes. So perhaps let's have our priest come here. He would still be upset at us. Fine. We'll try it ourselves then. We'll try it ourselves then, despite being a cynic. This is a change we're bringing for the betterment of the realm. I will reignite his fervor myself. Take the chance. 38% chance of failure. Oh boy. Sorry, 38% chance of success, I mean. God damn. This is difficult. I don't think I'll threaten to denounce him. Just because, again, one of the few who likes me. So fine, let's get the priest involved. Very well, let's get the priest involved. He'll be upset at me either way, but at least this way he'll be more upset at the priest than at me, and we have a higher chance of actually succeeding in our task. So he might have a mental breakdown. Someone call a priest. Okay, good, it worked out. He did not change his faith. He is still Era Zahara. Excellent. And who are you? I have arrived in Zaragoza to pay homage to you, glorious king, as a show of my loyalty. I bring you rich gifts worthy of your majesty, as a token of my goodwill and servitude. See, that's how a vassal is meant to come. Show the Duchess in at once. 50 gold. What a gift. Holy, we're losing money really quickly. Taking the knee. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Duchess Aurea, who is soon announced and ushered before me. She kneels in deference as attendants bring forth her gifts of coin and precious objects. The oath is taken, and scribes record her pledges to serve the kingdom of Vasconia. At last I bid the Duchess arise, confirming my satisfaction and Aurea's rights to the lands she rules in my stead. I accept your generous gifts, Duchess Aurea. That's some good gold. Definitely need it right now. I could get this Duchess to pay up as well. Can I get you to convert without using a hook? Nah. I could ask her to... Where are we? Pay. 50 gold. She can afford it. Again, it's a strong hook, right? So we may as well use it when we can. And I would like a bit of a bolstering to our wealth. Can't wait until she dies. She's 72. She's right around the corner of death, right? And then her kid will have his title revoked. There will be duchess. There'll be dukes and duchesses no more. Demand this payment. Thank you very much. Good stuff. Good stuff. And over here, we're almost done. Negative 4% right now this war, but we'll be okay. Champions and peasants. With a recent upset among the peasants of Turel, one of my agents has presented a unique suggestion for taking care of Duke Abdelazim. With coin in the right pockets and agitators on every corner, we could stage an entire riot while the Duke is passing through the streets. Yes, it is time for some good old-fashioned mob rule. 92% chance of success. Come on, baby. Come on. Nice. Duke Abdul-Azim is dead, beat and trampled by his own subjects. The agitated peasants went wild, seeing their liege riding through the streets, and tore both him and several of his champions from their mounts, beating them to death. Many peasants were hanged, including my agitators, which means it cannot be traced back to me. Never underestimate the power of the mob. For the glory of Vasconia, the Duchy of Valencia now belongs to Duke Hussein II, who despises us. He does not like us. Why is that? Because he is our direct vassal and the offensive wars make him upset? Because he considers our faith evil? Because he considers us to be a tyrant? I'll show you tyranny. I will show you tyranny. I will revoke your title, the Duchy of Valencia. It's got two duchies, eh? Where'd you get the second duchy from? Where'd you get the second duchy from? And these separate counties as well. An act of tyranny. Ah. Unfortunate. I could keep him in jail. Who is his heir? Walid Hussein, his brother. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Why is it an act of tyranny? Why are you in jail? I wish he would tell you why they'd been imprisoned. He must have stood against me. Ah, that's unfortunate. But it's not like he can do anything from in the prison.
Once the tyranny is gone, it's negative 25 gone. Once the offensive wars are gone, that's negative 57 altogether. So we'll be at a positive. If I do release him, where are we? Negotiate release. We could get a hook on him, banish him. Tyranny. Hook and conversion, and that way he won't think of our faith as evil. That's an option too. But he'll be upset because of the actual demands that we're making. Decisions for later. Let's win this war in Italy first. If he dies in jail, let him die. I can forcibly convert him, yes. Oh, true. I can actually go ahead and do... oh, no, I can't. I have to do it through a release negotiation. No! My brother, Alfonso, our fantastic steward who didn't really have such a high stat, but did so much for the realm. He made us so much richer. Without him, our temple would not have been built. Without him, many of our wars would not have been won. All those mercenaries that we had to rely on at that one point. Man, rip indeed. May he rest in peace. F's in chat. He died a different sort of warrior's death. Funded so many wars and so many efforts. Who can fill that void? These are some of the biggest shoes that need to be filled in this realm. Arnaud. Midas touched, supposedly. Will you turn it all to gold? We cannot have a greedy steward. Who knows what they would skim off the top. Okay, fair enough. I suppose we could have Arnaud. Again, my brother was not the most capable, and yet he was the most capable, right? So fine, Arnaud, put you in charge. He is young, but supposedly Midas touched. I'll entrust you with the taxation of the realm. Let's hope he does well. Gout-ridden. He died of gout, Keith. Damn. Should have ate more veggies. I don't know what to say. That's unfortunate. We were just talking about it moments ago as well. And of course our alliance with him has expired, as has her brother. That really sucks. Oh, victory is ours? Huh, well, what do you know? Couldn't even complete my siege. I would have liked to loot. Please give me 41 days just to get the loot over here. I've invested so much money into this war. No, my sister died from stress? Are you for real right now? Why? Just losing so much family back to back. My brother and my sister both. Jeez. The clock's ticking on us as well. We're 61. Our sister was 64, right? Our brother was 57. She died from stress. Just mental breakdown after mental breakdown, I guess. Oh no. More F's in chat, indeed, yeah. There's the 64. Yeah, we saw it coming, eh? Wow. And watch, we're not even going to get this loot over here. Come on, come on. Give me a good siege event. Give me a... Ooh, I could assault the fort. Do it. I want this victory. And it looks like Friedrich the Impaler has died. That's our alliance with the Kingdom of Denmark gone. That was a powerful alliance. How were we allied? I forget exactly what made our connection. If it'll resume through a different existing condition. There we go. Victory's ours here. Loot has been gained. Ooh, and an artifact seized as well. A small religious carving. I like it. I like it. Small religious carving. It is what? A Christian-styled carving of a cross. I wonder if we could reforge it into something we put up in our court as a reminder of what we've done for Italy. And to Italy, I suppose. Go ahead and... oh, I can only repair you? Well, that's a shame. We'll see what our options are there when the time comes. But for the time being, let's go ahead and return home, I suppose. Bring back whatever... No, I'm not going to spend the very money I just made to take to sea. We'll go ahead and return home. Hopefully we can ransom some of these folks off for a bit of money. No, it doesn't look like it. And your bishop. Come on, surely you'll pay for your bishop. Not even? Wow, must not have gotten along. Fair enough. At least we got the loot. At least we got the loot, and we'll be able to disband. Oh, we can actually disband right here and now. Do it. Stop spending all of our money. Though reinforcements right now are costing a fair bit, I think. I assume that's why it's such a big hit. And what do we have here? Powerful bears in the plains. Oh, our adventurer over here about to go toe-to-toe with a bear? What? My lord, a message from your adventurer, Nyawela, the servant says, handing me a scroll. My search has led me to the plains of Salmor. Let's see where Salmor actually is. Okay. Alright, well, she made it past Aquitaine. My search has led me to the plains of Salmor. They are notoriously bear-infested, but I have good reason to think that my goal is near. Expect my return soon. Signed, Nyawela. The scroll reads. She surely is ambitious to choose such a risky path. Her knowledge should be enough to keep her safe. By Maria, I hope she doesn't have to fight one. Or Nyawela is cautious. They'll take the long road round. Lose a bit of progress, but actually survive to end it. 57% chance that she's able to use her knowledge to keep her safe. 43% chance she ends up wounded. I'm sure her knowledge will be enough to keep her safe. We'll find out. The Good Duchess. While hosting lords and ladies from realms near and far, some opportunities to portray my niece, Duchess Aurea, in a good light have presented themselves. My lord, pray tell, who is the most noble lady person you have heard of? Okay. I always say, well, me, of course, anytime this comes up. But who is the most noble lady person you have heard of is obviously, I'm not going to say, well, of course, me, because I am not a lady person. So I guess this is the one rare time I actually let somebody else feel good about themselves when this opportunity comes up. That is funny. This option, I mean, it makes sense in some cases for sure, but if they wanted this to be a bit more generic, they could have just said noble person. I do like the comedy of me. I am the finest lady person. I can see it being done in a comedic way if I was a more comedic person, but I don't know. Being a cynic, having such high dread, I don't think I'm likely to be a bit of much of a comedian. It's the most noble lady person you heard of. Well, me, of course. No, Duchess Aurea, without a doubt. That was good. That was. Yeah, that was good. There's our victory. Good stuff. The Duke of Savoy leaves the faction. Excellent. Queen Eliza of Italy has been... well, the claimant... Wait, hold on. Oh, no. Not has been imprisoned. Has imprisoned Duke Anscario and Duke Sebastiano and the Princess Eugenia. Good stuff, good stuff. Excellent stuff. So be it. It's a good thing my grandson was brought here. There's a chance that in that war, a successful siege by the enemy would have perhaps ended up with him in prison. Italy looks like it's grown, hasn't it? I feel as though Italy has grown a bit. I like it. The papacy is a little unfortunate. And Venice. But this is good, And again, we're just holding off on war declarations so that we don't upset our vassals too much more. But eventually we want to get Ponce's claims here pushed. Right, he's got quite a few. Want to make sure we are getting those pushed. The King Lope is 38. His death is not likely to happen anytime soon. So we might have to assassinate him so that we're able to use our claimant multiple times. A contract is between two rulers, and if one ruler were to happen to die mysteriously, the contract becomes void, of course. I'm still not sure what to do with Hussein here. And meanwhile, over here, 13 months left until our temple has been built, and we continue to increase control here as well. 47. Pretty good. We'll maximize it. While the king's mind was preoccupied securing the dynasty's spread, thinking to future generations, taking the Italian crown, his siblings were cruelly taken from him, casting shadow over victory. Beautifully put. It is quite sad, is it not? So much success we have seen, crushed rebellions, defended Italy, and as all that is happening, we see our close brother and our sister perish to gout and stress. Now what do we have here? I'm inspecting the barracks infirmary when a severely injured soldier is brought in. He's losing too much blood. Where is the physician? Humbert is nowhere to be found. A chill run down my spine. I might be this man's only hope. Suddenly, as if he stepped out of thin air, King Gawain of Lotharingia is at my side. He rolls up his sleeves and looks at me. The King of Lotharingia come to visit. Foreign ruler, friend of ours. Oh boy. If you're such a good, you're such a capable individual, why is your wife got only one eye? And also, your wife is your physician and only has one eye. I don't know how I feel about somebody without depth perception, like doing things like surgery, you know, even medieval surgery. Anyway, I suppose I could work with him. Hand me the tourniquet. Elaine and I will save the soldier. King Elaine becomes our friend. And we get a strong hook on Cassio de Najera. Ah, irrelevant hook, but sure. Let us work together. Hand me the tourniquet. Excellent. Our patient screams and thrashes. Even though 3 grown men weigh him down, every step of the way is a battle. But King Elaine remains calm, and eventually a quiet focus settles over us. I am not sure how we managed, but in the end it seems like the soldier will live. That was an impressive feat, my lord, Elaine says with a tired smile. It was an honor to serve at your side. Well, I could not have done it without you. 2 kings, just being kings, saving lives. Oh man, laying line. I had a similar moment with my children arguing who's the best of the family, and I said, obviously me. Oh, you mean you're like real life children, like in real life, or do you mean in the game? Because I've not seen that event in the game, but I can believe it in real life for sure. Timeless Chronicles 2, exactly. Who can understand the mysteries of nature and what might cause somebody to die, or what might cause someone's children to die over and over and over and over again, and then somehow keep them alive? I can ransom the Duke, I can demand payments. I'm not in a desperate position as far as needing money is concerned. Best friend hook. That is a strong hook, is it not? Yes, it is a strong hook. We have them on each other. So why don't we go ahead and take that 15 gold. Thank you very much. Spare some change. Count Enrique Basque-King. It is a weak hook. What else would I use it for? What else would I use it for? Can't think of much else. Oh, I did not realize it would stress me out to demand money from the mayor. Because we abused our friendship. He owes me that money. Come on. The weak hooks I'm a bit more hesitant to like jump on when we have money. Right? I want to set those aside for when we're low on money. The strong hooks, of course, you want to use them sooner rather than later because they replenish or become available again sooner if you use them sooner. We'll keep those for now. I can declare wars. Which ones? Yeah, sure, lots of them. Really? Why can't I go all the way up there? Byzantine Empire, Asturias, of course. Now we'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this potentially. Yeah, like this one, giving my brother as a vassal to the Duke Hussein of Valencia. I want it to be the other way around, you know. Small religious carving has low durability. Alright. I mean, it's nice and symbolic. Doesn't help us all that much. Gives us prestige, I suppose, a little bit. I suppose I could repair it. Too bad we can't reforge it. Let us repair it. Maybe I'll put it on. Carry it. As just a reminder again of all the trials and tribulations, right? Small religious carving, sure. Alongside our scallop shell. Very well. Very well. We don't carry it for any religious purpose, obviously. And again, we are arbitrary and cynical. Our faith is strong, but I don't think the physical manifestations of it are so important to us. Ooh, after my long tutelage of young Fortune, I was pleased to no end when he told me that he considers himself Basque. And indeed he is. Lovely to hear it. Absolutely lovely to hear it. Beautiful. I'm surprised that worked. I was actually very sure that it would not. Yeah, Basque-King is, I think, still going strong. Where is Basque-King now? I also got to deal with this guy. Again, I can revoke his duchy of Toulouse. And give it to whom? Give it to whom? Give it to my grandson? I forget, that's not an option, is it? Where is Prince Fortune? Oh, that is an option. And eventually we would lose Toulouse, right? Because I assume the queen will die before my my heir does. Let me check here. It's all a matter of the order of operations there. So my heir is 30. His queen is 31. Oh, so she might die first, actually. Or no. Right. Sorry, that is the concern. If she dies first, then for at least a bit of time, we will have lost Toulouse to Italy. But then we'll have regained it afterwards. That's my only concern about giving stuff to my grandson. But I do want to revoke this title. Who is your primary heir? Your sister. Can't hold on to it myself. Who else could I give it to potentially? I've gifted my marshal with territory, with a vast territory, right? I could perhaps give. Nobody else really makes as much of a difference when they get territory. The marshal's impacts are the most felt, I find. My steward, perhaps, again, he's capable enough. Put him in charge of Toulouse. He is French. Or again, we could take a look at getting what's the word I'm looking for? Someone more capable. Maybe someone who has traits that we want to see passed on, right? Nunya, you're only 30. We could marry you to a giant as well, and perhaps give them Toulouse. We have a whole line of giants coming our way. That's an option. That's an option as well. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Now again, she is a homosexual, which means her chance of having children is lower. She can still have kids, but her chance of having children is a bit lower. But if they're landed, we might see it work out. So I would first have to recruit you to the court, which would cost us 60 gold, which is kind of expensive. But hopefully worthwhile. Hopefully worthwhile. Okay, hold on. Nunya, let's go ahead and pin you for a second there. Toulouse. Duke Ximeno, no children, married to the Princess of France. That's a scary alliance. That's a very scary alliance. You know what? This is a nice way to insult the King of France as well. Where from under whose boot we came, right? This is a nice way to insult them too. Sure, let's do it. So, Nunya de la Roya, let's go ahead and recruit you to the court. 60 gold is all it'll cost. Sounds good to me. Bring you in. Let's go ahead and find you a spouse. One who is also a giant, perhaps. That way we can guarantee giants if we're very fortunate. Nice. Someone young and hopefully maybe lustful. Come on. Give me a lusty giant. There we go. Thorthir. Lustful, brave, giant, but also club-footed and lover's pox. That's a dangerous combination. But a not surprising combination. Really, no lusty giants apart from the one who has lover's pox. Okay, fair enough. In that case, who is youngest? Aristarchus? Oh, we have a 23-year-old Luthard, Dutch, ambitious, gluttonous, compassionate, and a giant. Yes, she is sadistic, so her husbands might tend to die time and time again, but maybe they'll find love. One can hope, one can hope. I gotta find someone with decent traits as well, though, because if I'm making them a vassal, I want to make sure they're not completely and utterly useless, right? Giza here has an alright stewardship, so it might be Giza. You're 57, you're a bit too old. Alright, fine. Giza it shall be. Giza it shall be. Giza? Not sure. Bring you in. Literally just trying to have giants in southern France and the Iberian Peninsula. Make it matrilineal, of course. Children will be born into House La Rioja, I think. Go ahead and send a proposal there. Because again, we can't actually land her just because of the realm laws and all that good stuff, right? So we have to land her spouse. Faction targeting us has disbanded. Excellent. Trying to install Duke Garcia of Armagnac. Who was in that faction? Excellent. Marriage done. And over here, Duke Ximeno. It is time to revoke your title as the Duke of Toulouse. You were wondering what you had to lose by joining a rebellion against us? Well, Toulouse. Toulouse is what you had to lose. And so here we go. Known criminal. Done. Excellent. Yes, you really have no choice. Your alliance This is great. The Garlic King. I didn't notice that. Onfroy, the Garlic King. I missed that. But this is great. Both Navarra and France will be quite upset, I'm sure. But let's go ahead and make sure we have... Can I grant you titles? Oh, I can. No, I can't. Right. Surprised that it wasn't grayed out over here. But, Geza, I can grant you titles. Can't demand your conversion, unfortunately, but the county and the entirety of Toulouse, actually, will be yours. He will love us for it, and then we'll be able to convert his faith as well. And hopefully they'll have some lovely children. Stewardship of 12. I just want to see what lifestyle he picks and stuff. Sure, let's do it. Grant you these titles. Geza has become my vassal. We'll see what... Duty focus. +1 stewardship, okay. Okay, fair enough. It's alright. Not amazing, but it's alright. And I'm sure he'll re-evaluate his realm and all that good stuff properly, hopefully. Question is, right, will they have babies? That's what we got to keep an eye on. So I'll keep her pinned up here. Duke Harold, no babies yet. Get to work, man. Get to work. We have 12 years of children to be had. You're landed. Surely you want your line to continue. Surely. All right, cool. Yep, that sounds good to me. Pleased enough with that. Wedding at court, they can sort out their own celebrations. But let's, of course, make sure that you convert your faith to the right one. Demand conversion. You're already Era Zahara, so it should be easy enough for them to give up their orthodoxy, right? Was I going to demand the new Duke's conversion? You mean this Duke's conversion? Yes, I was. And hopefully he'll say yes. That was a, what, 92% chance of success? And he will follow us into the light. Blessed be Marie. Good stuff. Keep the faith strong. A multicultural part of the world, but as far as faith is concerned, trying to make it as singular as possible. This is good. Vasconia has grown very strong and very powerful. And now we don't have to concern ourselves with the loss of territory to Fortune and Italy. Ultimately, when his mother dies, he'll become king of Italy, and that's good enough for us, I suppose. Oh. Excuse me? Excuse me? You divorced my son? Excuse... What? What? How dare you? I came to your assistance in that war, and you would break our alliance by breaking my son's heart and mine? It's because of the faith disagreement, I assume. No, they're both Catholic, unfortunately. Infante, how could you? Bring him back to my court. What a fiend. What an absolute fiend. Bring him to our court. Don't have to use our hook. I'll bring Deceiver, Ramiro, Fernando, and Munio. All of our grandsons as well. Now, hang on a second. Prince Fortune had best still be next in line. I fear we must kill the Queen of Italy for such a slight against us. Oh, you're right, she is pregnant. Perhaps she has a lover. You're right. You're right. His relationship with his liege is positive. They seem to be getting along. But I do think, yes, Tobes, I think it is time to do a murder. Another Italian job. 60% chance of success. This is dangerous. This is dangerous, but we have people in her court right now. Oh, I don't know, actually. My heir is there, but what kind of power does he bring to this scheme? The Italian job continues. Yeah, she must die before she has a chance to disinherit our grandson. That is exactly it. I'm a little concerned about what her next moves might be. She is not allowed to have the child that she is currently bearing, and that is a horrifying thing to say out loud or to even think in quiet. But we must begin our scheme to murder the Queen of Italy. A lot of people will accept invitations, so there's that. The Princess of Italy will refuse, but my heir and son will join. Can be convinced. The bribe. This is a risk. This is a risk, but he is a powerful tool in this venture. He alone will be able to turn the tide of this. Once his job there is done, we'll go ahead and bring him back to our court, convert him back to the good faith, and have our grandson in charge of Italy. It's a shame. We were just discussing how the timings of deaths will be interesting, but it seems the timing of death has been adjusted ever so slightly. We'll use a bit of money here. Oh, you won't accept? I thought I saw he would. I have to use my hook? I was hoping to use the hook to convert him. I don't think I'd have to. I think he would accept the conversion willingly. The next option is, of course, the Princess Eugenia. Bribe her 137 gold. Yikes. Alright, my boy. Use this hook. Join us. Join us. We'll hopefully not need the hook to convert him back. His intrigue is great, yeah. His intrigue is great. Alright. Very curious about how this plays out. Secrecy at 75%, that should get up to 95% with the addition of our new agent. The Duke of Savoy is clearly not a fan of the Queen, so that's promising. There we go. Deceiver, what a name. Born for this, really. County of Bordeaux gained spouse mediation. Good stuff, good stuff. How is our integration going here? Pretty well. Still takes some time, obviously. And control increase. Doing all right. Regimatricide for the good of the kingdom, indeed. It's just because of all their differences. I suppose they weren't as suited for each other as I perhaps thought. Look, they were suited for each other for long enough. Prince Fortune is still next in line for the throne of Italy. And then for the throne of Vasconia as well. Hold on to hope for the future here. 9 months. As you can tell, I'm a little nervous about our current circumstances. I cannot believe. What a betrayal. What an absolute betrayal. Another inspired person can be sponsored. What do we have here? Al-Shura Hayunid has the metalsmith inspiration. She wants to forge a goblet. She's very competent at her craft. Something to drink out of is always welcome around these parts. I will sponsor your inspiration, absolutely. Gotta spend money to make money. Alright, where's my... there we go. Keeping this open over here. 8 months now. All it takes is one event for things to go sideways. So I saw this come up. I read your acquaintance died, and I saw this come up, and I was like, what happened? With suspicion. I took Fortune out playing with a bow, and to my surprise, he ran into a wounded doe. He later lashed out at me, thinking I had staged the whole encounter as some kind of test. What? I can make him paranoid. I do not wish to have a paranoid son. It helps his intrigue a fair bit. Then show me that you could have felled an animal yourself. He becomes ambitious. That is what I want for him. Someone always suffers, make certain it is not you, to make him sadistic. No. I want him to be ambitious. I have built so much for him. I have put so much at stake for him. Yes. Then show me that you could have felled an animal yourself. He thinks so much of himself. Let him prove himself then. Exactly, Esteban. It had to be done. All this. Killing all those babies. Killing all those young boys. Killing all those kings and now queens. It had to be done. There was no choice. There was no choice. They're listed as soulmates? Were they? Oh, they were? I don't know. I don't understand that divorce. Something must have happened. Maybe she was cheating on him. He found out and tried blackmailing her. I don't know. I don't know what drove that divorce. It is wild to me. It is wild to me. It's a shame, isn't it? And yes, Seamus has got me covered there. Thank you very much for that. But Xander Olsen, as Seamus says down below, it's just been so ridiculously packed with a wedding and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully very soon now we'll return some of the old favorites to the channel as soon as I'm able to adjust after the wedding. And with my parents here as well, I want to spend some time with them because I haven't seen them since like 2014. So after all that's kind of done, we'll be able to return to, again, like I said, some of the old favorites for sure. Thanks, Seamus, again, for having me covered there. But what do we have here? A name to remember. My beneficiary, Al-Shura, approaches me with a thoughtful expression. Is there anyone special to you, my lord? She must read my irritation at such a... Oh, so she must read my irritation at such a personal question from my face, because she continues, I mean, is there anyone you wish to dedicate your commissioned artifact to? It is turning out well, but a meaningful inscription would make it feel even more personal. Our throne is already dedicated to Kraka, and I would not want to offend my new wife, capable as she is with cloak and dagger, and so no, there is no need for a dedication, though it pains my heart to say. There is no need for a dedication. Alright, let's keep our eyes on the prize over here. Low control at Alto Aragon. Hurts a little bit, but we weren't making too much from there already anyway. What do we have here? Situation at the court. Poor manners between Enrique, my Sorgina, and Onfroy, my champion. Burp. As the loud belch echoes through the dining hall, all conversation abruptly ceases. My Sorgina, Enrique, pats his stomach and grins. Ah, better out than in, my dad always said. Various courtiers exchange incredulous glances before my champion Onfroy looks directly at me and exclaims, My king, that was wholly inappropriate. Certainly you must agree. Enrique is a man of Marie. Let us treat him as such. Stresses me out critically because I'm cynical. Also hurts my court's grandeur. Sorgina or not, Enrique will learn proper manners. Makes me a little dreadful. Enrique de Quercy loses some opinion of me because I insult him. Or, oh, come now. Like we all haven't had to let one loose before. No, no. I have a grand court competing with the court of Basilius. We must all be well-mannered. Sorgina or not, Enrique will learn proper manners. What is his opinion of me? 31, eh? It'll still be positive. I'll still be gaining gaining some money from him. We can make so much off of our Sorgina. But no. I cannot have my court look like a mess. Learn some manners. All of our other courtiers will be happier for it. But that does hurt our... yeah, a lot. It hurts our income from the Sorgina a lot. I could try to sway them instead. We've done a good job swaying the Duchess Aurea. Why don't we go ahead and try to sway our Sorgina? There's a big impact to our wealth there. 7 months remain. Laying line, sorry, what's wrong with my son? I was thinking, Ren, about In Memory of Kraka, but I think it would be unfortunate if my current wife were to find out and be upset about it, you know? And for sure, Xander, I appreciate the understanding. It really does make a big difference just for my own well-being, knowing that people understand why the schedule has been so rocky lately. Appreciate it a lot. So thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Now, what is this? My metalsmith, Alshura, updates me on her progress, droning on about the limits of mold and bellows as my mind reels with bold ideas for my goblet. Making may not be my personal forte, but that doesn't mean I can't have a say in how my money is spent. I have a few suggestions. Have you considered this angle, I could say? Or no, Alshura knows what she is doing. Huh. I suppose I could use my sizable intrigue to improve the quality of this item. Or perhaps if I use my stewardship, it will be of a higher quality. If I use my intrigue, it'll be of a slightly higher quality. What is life without risks? We will use our stewardship. I have a few suggestions. Damn it, my ideas are poor. Damn it, it'll be of a lower quality. Damn it. That was worth a shot. That was worth a shot. Alright. It's good that Deceiver joined us, actually, from a story perspective as well, just because he's obviously upset about the divorce, I imagine. He went from being a king to dressing like this. Shameful. Fireside Tales. The fire crackles, casting long shadows on the wall of the servants' quarters. A wizened old woman holds children agog with her tales. The Quelebre is an unfathomably huge serpent, though it is practically immortal. The serpent is lazy, and rarely moves from its refuge deep in a cave. Its treasures are said to be almost beyond comprehension, and its spit can heal diseases. The fire sputters and fades as the old woman finishes her story and chivies the children to prepare for bed. Never read this word before. Never read this before. This is fun. I've not seen this. What a fun old tale. Ha! Nonsense. Ghost stories. Or you tell a fine tale, old lady. Who are you? Ooh, a court poet. Very expensive. We can't afford you right now, it seems. But, Huh. Karima. Andalusian, Mozarabic. Quite the diplomat, and quite the storyteller, clearly. Why not? Why shouldn't we have a poet? Write something about my family. You tell a fine tale, old lady. Silly ghost stories, but they're for the kids. What? Didn't I just make her my court poet? And what, she immediately decided to leave? Well, wait, what? Saves me money, I suppose, but what? Why are we making so little money? We were making so much just seemingly moments ago. But it's okay, it's okay. 5 months left here. Almost done. Which comment? The one about the burping? Burping is fancy if the king says so. It's true. I mean, in some parts of the world, burping is how you express your appreciation for a good meal. A lot of things that are often considered rude are actually considered polite elsewhere. Drinking tea, for example. If you're drinking tea, you're supposed to slurp because it enhances the flavor of the tea as you slurp. In many cultures, slurping your soup is a good way to indicate that you're enjoying the flavor of your meal. That's why you're slurping it in. It's, yeah, again, the world is huge. There are cultural differences that determine what is good and bad etiquette accordingly, right? It's a pretty interesting stuff. But what is this now? Esteban, this kind of reminds you of the legend behind the etiquette of why you never button one of the buttons of a suit, which, if I recall correctly, was because of a British king that was so fat he couldn't button all the way up, so he made it unfashionable to button all 3 buttons. Is that so? That is fascinating. Is that true? Huh. And I see, so Seamus, you say, I have a feeling we have a fairy reason for that in the Highlands, but I think it's a Waste Coast specific. Okay, yeah, so it's, right, based on locale, you have different reasons for the same type of conclusion. And as cultural etiquette spreads, you try to, typically, you do try to localize it so people adopt it more readily, right? That is interesting, I did not know that. Oh, Tobes, I see. She couldn't be a poet because she doesn't actually have the poet trait. Well, that is unfortunate then. I would have loved to have chosen one of the other options, but it is what it is. C'est la vie, as our people used to say. That's pretty interesting, Esteban. That's pretty interesting. I think it tends to flow a bit nicer, doesn't it? It just tends to move a bit nicer. The Duke of Valencia just died. In my prison. He was 27. He wasn't even in the dungeon, he was in house arrest. He just... What? No! Damn it! Well, that's unfortunate. This Duke is now in charge instead. 25% chance he accepts our demand of his conversion. I cannot revoke his title. It's an act of tyranny for sure, and our vassals are already pretty upset at us. I could try and sway him, I suppose. I could even give him a gift, maybe. Unfortunate. Not the end of the world. It is okay. It is okay. It's alright. Actually, I do want to check. What is our negative penalty right now in terms of offensive war? Negative 24. Better. Much better. We'll declare a war soon enough then, and it does look like our shrine has been constructed in Biescas. Beautiful. The Temple of Biescas currently making only 0.46 in tax. Control will go higher and higher, and we are able to build more buildings here as well, of course. A Priest Vela of Biescas is the person in charge here. I could also just upgrade the holding itself, right? We don't have the money for it to go from a shrine to temple grounds. We need manorialism for that as well. But beyond that, of course, as our Sorgina gets to like us more, we should hopefully be making more money off of these temple holdings as well. But our shrine has been constructed. There you go. A shrine to the old faith, one that we've been hoping to make for quite some time now, finally exists. So that feels pretty good. And neither our Herculean individuals nor our giants have produced any children yet. I really hope they get to work. Are you even pregnant? No, you're not. Come on. Don't waste time. Get to it. Chop, chop. I gotta get to work. All right. Langline died from too much Christian decor in his room. Yeah, potentially. He died of sadness, perhaps, was my thinking with the melancholy. Or perhaps surrounded by visuals that upset his faith, I suppose. A little nervous about this. 2 months? Think we're in the clear? There it is. The time has come. My agents are in place. One of them will pay the assassin the very night the deed will happen. Another will ensure the wall is unguarded. A third will leave a subtle trail of candles to Queen Elisa's bedchamber. Everything is in place. Do it. Holding my breath here. Murder Preventer, the timely artifact. What is this? Queen Elisa has survived my assassination attempt, apparently using her Carling scale armor to brutally murder the assassin we sent. What? Well, we've decreased its durability by 2, but she has become more watchful now. That is unfortunate. I will not end my scheme, not a chance at all. I need a new plan, that is all. I need a new plan. 13 months it will take. Still, good chance of success despite her increased wariness. But our plans, of course, have been delayed ever so slightly. What are the chances? I have never, ever, ever seen that happen. The PDX gods strike again, indeed. My goodness, what are the chances? Yeah, her mithril shirt was certainly a plot twist. Are you kidding me? The armor is constructed from finely crafted iron scales that are fastened to a backing of leather. The set includes a Kulakud helmet and an aventail. The whole armor has been carved with thin lines to enhance the look of the material. A tiny but elegant inscription runs on its side, dedicating it to my beloved Engelberga. It was used to stop an assassination attempt on Queen Elisa. I love the way these histories and stuff get written. It is so cool to me. What is this artifact? It was inherited by her. Okay, it has been in their family for generations then, since 892. Very well. I was wondering about the dedication. Very well, very well. We'll have it in due time. Blessed by some god she is. You'd say Sigmar, Keith? That was that, you know, I didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming. Seamus, yeah, exactly. The rooms are hideous. I must kill myself to free myself of this depravity. The big woman is Princess Nunya of Toulouse. Married to the Prince Geza of Toulouse in an attempt to have some giant children. What is this now? Child of my dynasty. My daughter Elizabeth has given birth to a son with Stierkar. Very well. Since the little one is part of the De Vasconia dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name. Let's go with a good Basque name. Bernard, Elayo, Diego. Always did like Diego. Donato, Tybalt, Alvar. Let's see. Carlos. Luis Anso. Fernando. Let's go with Fernando. Who doesn't like a Fernando, right? May you grow strong and wise. Fernando. And it looks like a lot more people are a lot more upset at this queen. It's risky, because, like, as much as I like having more people on our team, it does open us up to blabbermouths, right? Like, who knows who will say something and ruin this. Damn, Keith, just saw your suggestion. Yeah, I guess her prowess was higher than the assassin, simply because of her armor. Our counselor just died. That's unfortunate. Natural causes? Indeed. At 55, death surrounds us. All my friends are dead, and I fear that I am next. My nephew is a pretty good chancellor. Doesn't love us. Powerful vassal? What are you in charge of? Armagnac. Okay. Suppose that is fairly powerful. Oh, the Duke of Valencia. Hates us even more now. What happened? No alliance as a powerful clan vassal. Well, it's not so easy to ally with you. You want to marry one of my children, I suppose. That's a huge negative, isn't it? Negative 30. Oh man, the Duke of Valencia is going to be trouble for us. But sure, let's get the Duke of Armagnac as our Chancellor here. Very well. Keep them integrating the title. 5 years it'll still take. 5 years. My goodness. It's okay. Very well, very well. Keep you disrupting schemes. Don't need your support on this one. We're already at a 95%, as high as it'll go. Very well. This guy's more trouble than his father was. The hell? Don't like that. Don't like that. And he is fairly powerful as well. I gave them so much land. I gave them so much land. He will rise up in rebellion if I try to revoke his title. Now, what is this? Inspiration realized. Over here, my lord. My beneficiary Al-Shura waves me over with a wide grin. I have toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. She presents me with an object wrapped in cloth, and as I lift the fabric, my eyes grow wide. A ceremonial goblet of very fine craftsmanship. It is made of ivory with adventurine inserts. Ooh, that does look very pretty. Al-Shura's goblet. Reduces my tyranny quicker and helps with court grandeur. Yes, please. This is absolutely lovely. I do need my tyranny to drop just that little bit faster, don't I? So let's go ahead and head to the court and put up the goblet. Ooh, I have 2 goblets. King Javier's goblet and Al-Shura's goblet. I should have them both put up. Oh. Looks like King Javier's goblet is already put up. Right, okay, there we go. Right. I forgot about that one. Cool, that'll help reduce tyranny a little bit faster. Can certainly use that. And I just need another skull to maintain the symmetry over here, right? That'll be nice. That'll be nice. Nagito, sounds good. Took a nap as soon as you started watching. Damn, I've definitely been there before. Sorry to hear it, but I've definitely been there. I can relate for sure. I can relate for sure. And Caesar, yes, Terra Invicta indeed. It is the 26th of September. Yeah, it is. I spoke about it just moments ago. Again, I'm in the middle of preparing for my wedding next week. It's all super busy times right now. So I do intend to hopefully cover Terra Invicta at some point in time, but unfortunately it won't be right now because there's just so much going on. Plus, we're entering Q4, right? And exactly, Seamus, great minds, you know what they say, right? An angry old man says you should reform your church to be righteous. That way you can revoke titles based on religion. So I was, when we previously voted on what to do with our faith, we decided not to reform it in the interest of actually keeping it the old faith, I suppose, which is why we're not looking to reform it. It's a good suggestion for sure, without a doubt, but that's why I guess I'm not looking to reform it, even now that it's been set in place for, what, half a generation? I guess that's not long enough. What do we have here? Bandits on the road. I was just about to say, we haven't heard from Nyawela in a long time. I fear she died to bears, but no, here she is. My liege, the adventurer Nyawela sends word, the servant exclaims, holding out a letter. For 10 days and 10 nights, me and my party has been hiding. The bandit lord Harold has set a blockade on the road. We must travel. What do you advise? Caution? Or should we fight them, trusting Allah to keep us safe? Signed, Nyawela. The parchment reads. It seems she is in quite a predicament. Keep laying low, they will move on eventually. Perhaps. Nyawela steals away in the night and steal Harold's gold. Steals, there's missing an S there. Harold pays 50 gold to me. I mean, that's a nice bit of additional flair to the adventure, I suppose. Or she steals away in the night, getting some progress. Or no guts, no glory. Make them pay for wasting my time. There's a 59% chance they successfully drive off the bandits. Harold becomes wounded, and the artifact produced will be of slightly higher quality. Or this gold should suffice as a bribe to let you pass. Who is this Harold? Wandering brigand, Bavarian brigand. Alright, I'm to say no guts, no glory. I apologize, Swoosh Kid. I get the feeling that is because of me, and because of our new house member Fernando. Keith, sounds good, buddy. Probably missed the last bit of the stream, so I'll say good luck and see you next time. Sounds good. Again, just as a reminder, there is no stream next week Monday, of course, because the wedding is on Sunday. So next week Monday there is no Crusader Kings 3. But after that, folks, we'll be back on schedule, and we should be able to stay on schedule for forever, theoretically speaking. But yes, thank you very much for joining in, and enjoy your dinner and your night as well as the rest of your week. And thank you for the kind words, Esteban. Thank you very much. Yes, no guts, no glory. Make them pay for wasting my time. Drives off the bandits. Very well. If she managed to slay the bandits, our artifact would have been of a higher quality, not just slightly higher. But this is a good addition to the story of this artifact. It looks like we have converted the Faith of Calatayud, sorry, pronounced that horribly wrong. But that's great to see. This took a very long time to do, and in comes Angry Old Man with a super chat. Thank you so very, very much, buddy. Good to catch you live. Well, good to have you here. It's been a minute. I'm glad to see you able to make it today. Hope life's been treating you well, and best wishes for your nuptials. Right? That's how you say that word. Thank you very much, Angry Old Man. I appreciate it greatly. The kind words, the well wishes, and the super chat as well. As I say always, it really helps support the channel, and the kind words do help support the channel as well. I realize I never make it very clear that I do appreciate them very, very much so. So thank you very much, Angry Old Man. Like I say, it keeps us alive and running smoothly, doesn't it? Your support month after month has been tremendous. Appreciate it. God, yeah, I'm gonna be real with you guys for a quick second here. I cannot believe I'm less than a week away from getting married. I cannot believe it. Is unfathomable to me. It's wild to me. Miss Elite and I have been dating since high school. The 4th of October would mark 15 years of our relationship. Originally, the plan was I proposed to her in 2019. The plan was to get married in 2020, but of course, due to circumstances, we weren't able to do that, and now we are a week away. It is absolutely wild to me. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We've been waiting for this for so long. But yeah, it's I don't know. I cannot believe today is Monday, the 26th of September. Blowing my mind right now. But yes, thank you. and thank you all also for your patience with me throughout this year. It's been, the planning has taken over everything, and it's definitely affected the channel significantly, and honestly, it gives me so much peace of mind, to see everyone understand, the circumstances and all that. It really does make a very big difference, so I appreciate that greatly. Yeah, indeed, high school sweethearts, indeed, yeah. 15 years, man, damn. I've known her for longer than I've known any of my current friends in life, like in Toronto. So it's kind of wild. Now what is this? A celebration in Milano. Duke Scario tells me that a local celebration in Lombardia, the home of Queen Elisa, is struggling with money. If it is held, it would draw a lot of people, both high and low, to the area. A perfect opportunity for infiltration. We could ensure it is held. It'll cost us a fair bit. Or no, I will not waste money on her. I will not waste money on her. These local infiltrators, what will they do for us? Nothing. Nothing we cannot do ourselves. I will not waste my wealth. I've wasted enough on her. Good men of Vasconia died for her. For her war, to protect her throne, her title, her claims, and all that good stuff. This is how she repays us. Look at that, more agents are joining us. Count Lutfred now. Enrique de Curcy has been swayed as well. That is, again, our realm priest. Look at that money we're making. Off our realm priest alone. This is good. This is good. Very good. Just want to see this thing go down, eh? Nice taken prisoner. Distant war, I imagine. Somewhere over here. By the way, Greek Vasconia still exists. Still exists. Challenge to a board game. Let's pause here before events. I don't know why this pop-up doesn't actually pause the game. And I've got a learning perk as well. Okay, let's go ahead and get mental resilience first, so that if this chess game gives us a mental breakdown, we've bought ourselves some time for the next one. But sure, I will accept this. Yeah, why not? I've won a couple myself. Sheikh Abu Bakr. Quite learned. So this will be challenging, because I believe our intrigue is countered by learning. But I will accept. The greatest game. Chess. Sheikh Abu Bakr is already waiting to begin our little chess match, sat waiting with a competitive grimace writ large across his features. As Perry Pike comes through with a super chat as well. Thank you very much, Perry Pike. You just heard me say it, I'm sure, but it really helps make a huge difference for the channel, keeping it, as I like to say again, alive and running smoothly. Appreciate it greatly. Thank you very much, Perry. To elite high school sweethearts. Thank you so much. We've got. I'll share stories after. I'll definitely share stories after the wedding and stuff. I'll be able to be on Discord more as well, because I'll have more free time on my hand, and I'll share stories on the Discord, on Twitter, for sure. I look forward to sharing for sure. And Wedding Flowers, Ren. I'm trying to remember right now. It's been more about color coordination, and I don't want to say too much on stream before the wedding in case some of our guests are watching, and I don't want to spoil because we've been keeping it all kind of on the down low. But I will share after the wedding. But it has been more about color coordination than it has been about picking the exact like flowers and all. Hopefully that answer satisfies for now. Why is the Queen of Italy being murdered? Well, Emma, the Queen of Italy decided that divorcing my lovely son, Deceiver, was in her best interests, and I have to show her that it was not in her best interest. She is now betrothed to this young boy. Oh my god, that tells a story, doesn't it? Wow, yeah, so she divorced my heir and son, betrothed herself to the Duke of what? Who are you? You ever know? Are you really... Who are you? Some internal... Wow, this really tells a story. She was also pregnant at the time. I think it's important to note when she divorced my husband, gave birth to Prince Ugolino, I suppose. Who is your father? We do not know. We do not know, do we? A disputed heritage. I would say credible rumors surround Ugolino's heritage. Many say that his father is someone else. Perhaps no. I won't say that out loud. But that is yeah. So that is why the queen must die. Thank you, Emma. Murder her now, right? God. Can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. I appreciate it, Ren. Yeah, good point. I didn't even think about that, but thanks for understanding. I will share more than everything afterwards. She's been having an affair with a child subject. I mean, right? That's the only conclusion that's reasonable to draw from the series of events. So yes, she must die, and it's right around the corner, her death. Though she did survive our first attempt, her armor protected her. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. But for now, let us distract ourselves with this game of chess. He sat waiting with a competitive grimace writ large across his features. We're neck and neck, though neither of us is even close to victory. Do you think they appoint some kind of king of games? Queries my opponent, scratching his chin. I feel like I'm working towards that title already, you see. It would be a cool kind of title to have, actually. Now, chess, like war, is all a matter of logistics. We counter our marshal against their intrigue. Our marshal is not that great. It takes a subtle mind to play chess. Our intrigue against their learning. Their learning is their second highest stat. Our intrigue is through the roof, though. Or I know the rules of chess like the back of my hand. Apparently, I don't know the back of my hand all that well because our learning is very poor. But it counters their marshal, which is quite good. So, we apply our subtle mind to this game of chess. Our match marches on. Abubakr continuing with several well-executed adaptive strategies, but naturally my techniques cunningly foil my opponent. I'm beating him handily, though neither of us is even close to victory. Could you ease up on the blatant cheating for a moment? Snarls my opponent. Yes, just as planned. Wow, that was a very quick victory. That was a very quick victory. With a roar of triumph, I surge to my feet, scattering pieces everywhere. This game of chess is mine. Another fine victory on my undisputable rise towards the role of King of Games. A desolate Abubakr remains seated, hands on his haunches, trying to comprehend where he went wrong. We get along quite well. He's a neighboring ruler, one that I've been trying to vassalize, really. So, perhaps I would love to play again. He might be upset at me. But yes, I'd love to play again sometime. He agrees that it was a good game. His opinion of us improves even further. -6 to his chance of accepting vassalage. That is actually higher than I would have anticipated. I did not think we would get that high through opinion alone. That's huge. That is huge. Faith and cultural acceptance are in our way, being the rightful liege as well, of course, but if I can get his opinion just a little bit higher, I don't know if we can overcome that -6 through opinion alone. Dang. And Zinshin, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Feel free to correct me if I got it wrong. I am glad you could join in. Welcome, welcome. Hope you've been enjoying the content on the channel, not live, enjoying the VODs and all that, but I'm glad you could join us today live. Oh God, CJ. I assume that child support comment is with regards to our daughter-in-law. Soon to be late daughter-in-law. God. So thrown off. Her latest son could still be our son, absolutely, but the disputed heritage kind of works in our favor because it is something against them should they try and rise up as far as succession is concerned, right? Yeah, we could try to sway him. Our Sorgina is swayed enough, I suppose. Let's go ahead and try and sway this guy while things are looking good, and see if we can't get him to be a vassal. I think that's the right call. Good call. For sure, for sure. And Tobes, I wouldn't be surprised if she has another lover, really. I cannot believe I should look for secrets in her court. That's true. Our Spy Master isn't doing much right now. I don't think there's gonna be enough time. 5 months. How long? 5 months. Okay, let's see if the secrets happen first, or if the assassination attempt happens first. The succession to Italy has not... Oh, let's check. I was about to say it with great confidence. It has not changed. My grandson is still the next in line, but 14 years of age. Huh. Before he becomes king and throws himself away to the first thing that catches his fancy, perhaps I should arrange his marriage. But with whom? With whom? Can we find a good Amazonian? Ooh. Wow, my granddaughter. Oh, that ain't right. That ain't right. There are others. There are others. Kenna is 16, so it'll be a betrothal, just to be clear, because, again, our own son is only 14. But at least this way we would have some control, potentially. He could obviously break the betrothal and all that good stuff, sure. But it's perhaps a good idea to at least set him on the right path. Kenna... Paranoid, craven, gregarious, Amazonian. Bring some strength into the family. Yeah, just a cousin marriage, no big deal. My granddaughter and my grandson getting married. Check for non-fertile to have more choices. No, but I do want them to be fertile. Because I want to make sure they are... Because this is my grandson. Soon, this is our... Not our immediate heir, but the heir to our heir. So we got to make sure that they have kids. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of House of the Dragon, exactly. Maybe I'm getting a little influence there. I mean, what do you guys think? Anzibella, they would get married right away. I mean, they would get married right away with Kenna as well. But Azibella is at least Basque, you know? Lazy, zealous, arbitrary. I should marry her to somebody else, actually. She's at my court. I should get her to marry some Herculean individual. Hang on a second. You, why are you not married yet? She's 18. She could marry right now. Got this mayor over here, 25 years old. Greek. I assume we're Herculean, yeah. Other good traits, perhaps. Good martial over here with Jans. Prantanian. Lustful as well. Wrathful, lustful, humble. Herculean. That seems like a good call. That way we guarantee Amazonian or Herculean children, right? And our grandson can also marry an Amazonian individual and potentially have some Amazonian kids there. Good point. Got to check matrilineal. That does change things. But Jan's over here is still available. Lustful. A little worried about the wrathful, but the lustful and Herculean. Yeah, hopefully this is a good match. Matrilineal marriage. No need for hooks or anything. They will come here at the court in Zaragoza. Send the proposal. Beautiful. Huh. Glad I checked that. Now, back to my grandson. Back to my... Right. He's no longer a king. I forgot. I used to recognize him by his fancier border. All right, you. Find you a spouse. Not my granddaughter, but Kenna, I suppose. Gotta make sure she's good at other stuff as well. Decent intrigue, perhaps. To protect him from potential assassination attempts and the like. Sure. Kenna Z. Luzik. Craven, paranoid, and gregarious. Seems like an alright match. Not maybe amazing. Sinstar, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Hit that like button. It does make a very, very big difference in just letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel, what I should keep doing, what I should stop doing. so on and so forth, as you're probably well aware of by now. And that goes for everybody who's watching, whether you're watching live or you're watching the VOD. Don't hesitate to hit that like button down below, folks. It does make a very big difference. Just lets me know what people want to see on the channel. Good point about going with a genius instead. She's 11, he's 14, so a 3-year delay before they get married. Very high intrigue, decent stewardship would be able to help in more ways. That is a good point. Why don't we go ahead and take Kveta Nitrava? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But yeah, that is a good point. That's a good point. Exactly, Seamus. Under the age of 16 would come under non-fertile? No. Fertility is not impacted by age like that, if I'm understanding your question correctly. Because fertility changes because of traits or because of the age limit at which people stop having children. So saying looking for people who are not fertile will only show you people above the or women above the age of 45 or people with certain traits that prevent them from having children, like eunuchs or what have you. Yeah. I'm 99% sure. I was 100% sure until the question came up, so now I am 99% sure. But yes, this is a good match. Prince Fortune and Kveta shall be married in due time. It's good for our prestige as well, it seems. Better for hers. But yes, send this proposal, and hopefully we'll get some geniuses in our future as well. Go for it. Cool. All right. Feeling pretty good. Let's have those betrothals and marriages come through. Speed time up ever so slightly. Gladly accept your betrothal. Excellent. The future queen of Italy could have married for an alliance instead, but it's okay. We'll be allied. We'll be able to defend our grandson when he needs it. Excellent. Still at our court, yes. And my granddaughter Isabella has married Hans as well. Not sure how to pronounce that. Both in my court at Zaragoza. Must I land you is the other question. Must I land you so you have children? I imagine yes. Isabella can sort out her own celebrations. Yeah. Trying to figure out if we go to war over here. Court position has been vacated. If we go to war over here, we'll be doing it for other people's claims. Maybe I should make him the Duke of Valencia. Maybe I should allow him to rise up in rebellion. Revoke title. Take the Duchy of Valencia. He's more accepting. He's more willing to give up the Duchy of Murcia, it seems. It's too bad we have to do it one at a time. It's an act of tyranny. I could try and get a claim on the Duchy of Valencia and make my daughter the Duchess by extension of having her husband be the Duke. That is an option. These guys still no children over here. Still no children. Quite unfortunate. As unfortunate, I would say, if not more so than the divorce, because at least the divorce we're about to solve. Not this time though, folks. It'll have to wait until next time, because this is where we're calling it a session. Our episode has gone on for about that 3-hour mark that I like to try and keep these for, and there is plenty for me to do, unfortunately, that I need to get to ASAP. So this is where we're calling it. And ending things on a bit of a cliffhanger. I cannot believe she survived the first assassination attempt. It was a pretty cool moment, but I wish it was in our favor as opposed to against us. Next session, which will be again not next week, but the week after, folks. Next session, we'll see the completion of this scheme, I should hope, and we'll see the continued spread of Vasconia into the Kingdom of Asturias, where we will be declaring war for quite a few claims of Ponce, the Duchy of Galicia, Leon. There's a lot he has rights to, and we'll definitely make sure to push for that. We can also take a look at forming the Empire of Hispania soon enough, because then we could push for kingdom claims as well, but actually I should say not soon enough. So we'll have to slowly chip away at Asturias, go towards the holy site that is located over there, and then of course we want to take Cordoba as well. Hopefully we'll have the entire peninsula soon enough, and that'll be our story over the next handful of sessions, perhaps. But again, folks, hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like down below. And if you're watching the VOD, leave a like, leave a comment. If you have any thoughts or any opinions, of course, as well, about naming the throne, I apologize, I did forget about that. But if you have any suggestions there, leave them in the comments down below, and we'll rename the throne next time. Again, not next week, Monday, not on the 3rd of October, but instead the week after. And again, that's purely because I'm getting married on the Sunday, and I do not intend to be capable of streaming the day after I get married. Let's just put it that way. I intend to be extremely hungover and exhausted. Folks, thank you so much for your company through the series thus far. I've been having an absolute blast. It looks like Bedford still exists, which is nice to see. Some interesting developments down over here. The Gazula Emirate, never seen them before. Otherwise, everything else... Banu Sama, there's a lot of weird stuff going on around the world. Himalayas over here have become a whole independent realm of their own. My goodness, what a world we live in. What a world we live in. Iceland still up over here, doing its thing, having a good time. Folks, I hope you did as well. I certainly did. There are lots of plots en route. Big thanks to our super chatters today. As I always say, it really helps support the channel, support these streams, keeps it all viable, keeps it all possible, and I appreciate it greatly. And of course, no session is truly ever done without giving a massive thanks to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks to each and every one of you for watching. I say this all the time. If it wasn't for y'all, none of this would be happening. There is no need for a channel if there's nobody watching it. And so if it wasn't for all of y'all, yeah, like I say, this wouldn't be. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Still streaming Friday. Yes, this Friday... I will say there is an 80% chance that this Friday we will have a stream. I leave that 20% because if there is an emergency, if there is a last-minute sudden something that needs doing, then I might need some time on that Friday, and it might interrupt my chance of streaming. But we should be fine because the streams happen in the early morning over here, and that gives me the rest of the day to tackle any emergencies. So I would say an 80-20 spread. Friday we're back with Disco Elysium though, and the week after Friday as well we're back. Because we're not, just to clarify, because I've seen some folks ask, we're not like going on a honeymoon immediately afterwards, so I'm not like going to disappear for a month. We're doing our honeymoon early/middle of next year when the timing is a bit better for where we wanted to go and stuff like that. So we'll be back on schedule with old favorites and some newcomers after the wedding. Very, very exciting times ahead. Thank you very much, Emma. I appreciate it greatly. Appreciate all your well wishes. Tobes, thank you as well. And thank you, Laying Lion, for the congratulations. Appreciate all the kind words and all the support I've been getting throughout this year of great adventure. I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful rest of the day. I hope you have yourselves a wonderful rest of the week. I will be seeing at least some of you this Friday as we continue our mysteries and adventures in Disco Elysium. But until I catch you next time, I hope you have yourselves a wonderful time. And cheers.